Hey, kids.
What's up, Spencer?
We're back.
Long time no session.
Yeah, dude. It's been like almost a month, I think.
Yeah.
Like legitimately over a month.
The hate mail was piling up.
Yep.
Losing sponsors, losing fans left and
Yep.
right, but we said we'll hold the line.
Exactly is what we said.
They're not the ones that are sweating their nuggets off in this studio.
It's only maybe 98 degrees in here. It's not
98,
which is a great band.
the band,
too.
Nick and Shay. Can you name a song for them?
Oh shit.
I can't. As long as you let me. No, that was Backstreet Boys, I think.
Well, I'm glad you know that, and I don't. But I couldn't tell you. But I do remember they had one banger, right?
Yeah.
And then that's what like got him on the scene, and then he impregnated Jessica Simpson. It was like all downhill from there, right?
Uphill, probably.
I don't know. What was that one? Like there was this one thing that Jessica Simpson did.
Tuna.
The tuna thing, right? It was a
chicken from the sea. Chicken from the sea.
Yeah. What the fuck?
She thought
it was legit chicken.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what happened, but I remember people were like, "Is this bitch for real right now?"
Yeah, she was for real.
Yeah.
Hey,
you know who else is for real? Our guest today. Hey, how's it going, buddy?
What's up, man?
Ryan Barnett in the house. What's up, my dude?
Not much, man. Thanks for having me out again.
Yeah, again.
Ryan is the one that got away, if you will.
Yeah, dude. We'll fill you guys in. So the first time Ryan came out here this is like it was pre-COVID, right?
I think it was July of last year.
Jeez. Okay, so we were in it. We were in the COVID.
Forever.
But yeah, you came out here. We drank all the beers.
Yeah.
Got absolutely obliterated. Did what we think was a banger of an episode of Potty Mouth, and then come to find out the audio was absolute trash.
Yeah, there's
we never
echo and
there was echo. Everybody sounded like they were underwater. It was a great time. But yeah, that episode never got released. So this is like take 2.
Right. I mean, it's pretty much like the first time because I seriously don't remember the last episode.
I don't either. I just remember it was a good one. Or at least I thought it was a good one.
Banger.
Paul, you were like somewhat sober during that, right?
That was when we used to go hard in the paint. I think year 1 was like, we're going to find out who we are, how much we can drink and still talk. And, so year 2, 2.0, Potty Mouth 2.0, we're doing a little better, a little more grown up.
We've got tasting glasses now.
Yeah, instead of full.
We're not drinking full 16-ounce cans to the dome. We've grown up, Yeah. This is adulting.
Hey, you got a haircut too, huh?
I did. The flow is no moss, dude.
Got the old...
I was hating the way I was looking in hats, dude.
Wow.
I felt like I was looking so grimy, so homeless. I just couldn't do it anymore.
You got the Gavin cut, huh?
Yep. The Gavin cut. How fucking dare you? Episode is over. Cut it. Cut the mics. Cut the cameras. How dare you? But anyway, we're here. Long absence, but we're back, gracing everyone with some pure ear butter for the masses. We're back. Sweating like a motherfucker. Ryan, what have you been up to, my guy?
Training for this marathon.
This podcast.
Summer.
Yeah, training for this podcast.
Yeah, training for this pod. Seriously, dude. More worried about this than the marathon.
So what marathon was it?
So I just ran Surf City yesterday in Huntington Beach.
Nice. Shout out.
Yeah, it was good. Kind of put me training in Arizona over the summer, which is not so ideal.
Oh, fuck.
Some 3 a.m. wake-ups for the long runs. And
just because the temperatures are
cooler.
Yeah.
It was a little toasty out here, but
it
was only like 70 degrees when I started. So
well, Huntington's nice because you got that beach breeze. It's probably like I don't think it's cracking 90 degrees out there yet.
Yeah.
But out here, it's a fucking different breed out here.
It's wild. We're in the valley, considering the valley, and you get to the coast, it's 30 degrees cooler. What you got going on?
Dude, I'm just literally wiping sweat off my brow right now. It's so fucking hot in here.
Dude, the thermometer in my car read like 101 on the way out here. I was like,
brutal.
Fuck, dude.
Brutal. All right, so you ran a marathon. You got first place, right?
Yeah, totally. Absolutely. Yeah.
What are you running?
Yeah. What's that?
Silkies? Running some silkies?
Dude, Ranger panties, bro.
Yeah, some silkies, baby. I love it.
No, man. I was just wearing some, I think they're like Prana shorts, because I'm granola like that.
I don't even know that brand.
I know. It sounds cool. Your nipples okay? I remember my nipples were chafed like a mother.
Hey, Vaseline, get the Band-Aids out.
Nipples of steel, bro.
That a baby.
Cutting glass. Was there that first 10-minute pee runoff where everyone like runs off?
Oh, dude, yeah, totally.
That's so weird.
And yeah,
girls are just like squatting next to you, just like, oh,
what?
My God. Yeah, it's weird. It's wild.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to have to pee like right after the first mile. I don't know.
Interesting.
So there's a bush and there's like everyone just veers off. You're like, what the fuck's going on? And just
oh my God,
chicks just squat next to you. It's like,
that's hot.
It's weird. Yeah.
I ran the whole thing without peeing, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But.
Wow. Well, Paul, I mean, if you started peeing, there's no way you can finish that thing, right? You got to stop every like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but that'd be fine. I'll just probably pee on myself.
I remember seeing a photo of
you peeing on yourself.
Yeah, and it's great. It's my screensaver. But no, I saw one where it was a dude who was obviously doing some kind of a ultra run or whatever, and there was literal like shit like coming down his fucking legs.
Oh, that's normal on ultra marathons. David Goggins.
Those like what in the fuck? I don't care. I don't care what you're doing. It's not worth it.
It's been televised too. Yeah.
It's just not worth it. What, you're shitting yourself?
Just keep running.
Yeah, I don't know why you would do that. Like, I mean, at least just pull off to the side and fucking take a dump. But.
Dude,
it's not really a dump.
I'm built different. Oh my God.
You're just not bred that way, dude.
Yeah, I guess I'm not built that way, dude.
You're just violent.
Just you can. I remember. I think it was. What was that big country festival that used to be cool? Now it's not anymore.
Oh, Sturgis.
No. Stagecoach. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Stagecoach. And I remember being super fucked up. It was at night, and I thought it was a great idea to try to walk and pee at the same time. Incredibly hard to do.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
That's easy.
Like whipping it out, kind of walking almost like you're just straddling a horse. And walking and peeing at the same time, man, I was like really hard to do for me.
It's easy.
Well, all right. Built different.
It's built different, bro. Opportunity, perspective.
All right, so what else are you doing?
Well, before I came out here, I was in Colorado, and before that, Louisiana. Got out of there just before the hurricane, so got lucky.
Ida.
Checking out New Orleans. I've never been there, so.
I actually haven't either. I hear I gotta go give it a shot.
It's all right.
It's worth checking out. I hear that it was better like pre-COVID. There's a lot less stuff going on. But yeah, it was still cool to walk around the city and check out the French Quarter and all that.
Yeah.
So I was out there for a few days, and then I went over to Colorado and did some stuff with Uncana, Kobe, and did some
shout out,
shameless plug.
Promo code Potty Mouth.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, man, we did a little bit of canyoneering out there, and then did a multi-day peak out in the San Juans.
Can you digest or break down canyoneering?
Canyoneering. So it's essentially the technical descent of slot canyons. In this case, it was more of like a swift water type of environment. So you have water flowing through the canyon. So you're rappelling through waterfalls and kind of analyzing water features, hydraulics, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Sounds a little smart to me.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of science involved.
Just want to climb up and down.
That's pretty cool. How do you get involved in stuff like that?
You gotta be white.
Yeah, clearly. That's for sure.
Be white
the one sport you colored folks haven't taken over yet.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I just I think it was just kind of a progression. Started with, hiking and got into rock climbing, and then kind of found out about this weird sport called canyoneering. Like,
Yeah, what was the gateway drug to canyoneering?
Yeah, I would say probably rock climbing.
Rock climbing?
Probably drugs.
Drugs, yes. Psychedelics.
A lot of psychedelics, for sure.
That rock, El Capitan, looks fun to climb.
Yeah, dude. So what's one of the gnarlier climbs you've done?
One of the gnarlier climbs. I mean, I've done some stuff, out in the San Juans, just kind of like multi-day trips. I would say were, fairly difficult. But as far as like, I've never really done any like big wall stuff where I'm like sleeping on the side of the mountain. I really don't have any desire to do that.
That shit's
stuff.
wild,
like,
dude.
Yeah. Like if I can't be back off the cliff in a day, I'm out.
That's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd say, just some of the stuff in southwestern Colorado. Mm-hmm. It's just logistically, involved a few days out there in the backcountry. Other than that. What
would you say would be like kind of a bucket list item for that?
Bucket list item?
Yeah. Like, is there like a place out there where you're like, dude, I got to eventually get out there to...
Yeah, I mean, I would like to do some of the higher altitude peaks down in Ecuador.
Okay.
I think those are kind of on my list. You've got Cotopaxi, Chimborazo, 20,000 feet. I would just kind of like to get out there and see what it's like to be up in that environment.
Awesome. Yeah, so you're doing all this with Uncana?
Well, this last Colorado trip was. And then I kind of linked up with those guys in Utah. They were going to be out there. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Dude, that was awkward.
You know a movie that was from?
No.
Utah, give me two?
Point Break.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. You saved it. Wow.
Yeah. That was close. All right, go ahead. Before I really interrupted you.
No.
Yeah, thanks, Paul.
Yeah, Jesus.
Happens.
Anyway.
He's all fucked up.
I linked up with those guys in Utah originally. We're just we met through social media, same way I meet fucking everybody these days.
Yeah.
And turned out we're all going to be out there about the same time. Mm-hmm. And so Kobe was like, hey, dude, would you be interested in, taking us through some canyons and stuff? It's like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And we all met up and just hit it off, like, right off the bat.
That's awesome.
Had a great time, just camping, bonfires, doing some canyons, just good stuff. So we've got some more of that coming up this fall.
Sweet.
And these were canyons you haven't hit before in Colorado, and you just still took the lead?
Oh, no. So the one in Colorado that we did, I've been through before.
Oh, gotcha.
One's in Utah, same thing. Usually if I'm like going with a new crew, I'm going to do canyons that I'm comfortable with, that I know already.
Yeah.
I do have some like exploratory objectives coming up in a different part of the state. So that should be on the docket for like next spring, fall.
Do you give like a safety brief before you start? Is there like rules?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of like to go through our pre-checks, just gear, medical, logistics, emergency contacts, all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
I like it. I dig it. What's your number one safety tip?
My number one safety tip?
Don't die.
Be safe.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. I'm sweating like a motherfucker over here. I would like a cold beverage, Paul. So let's booze with the boys. Ryan was kind enough to bring over some Arizona Brewhaus.
Yeah.
Right. What do we got first?
Ooh, little Huss Brewing. Huss, is that saying right? Hapaloosa Hazy IPA from Tempe. Where's Tempe at? North?
Tempe is kind of like southeast of Phoenix. Southeast of Phoenix.
You ever been to Tempe?
Where ASU is.
I think I have.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure I have.
Yeah. All right, cool.
A lot of minor league baseball happens out in Arizona.
All right, cool. I'm excited. Here we go. 6.6.
All right. Oh, that was crispy. Ryan, as a true potty mouth listener, knows that you can't bring anything under 5% out here. So thank you for doing that.
Kept them all 6 and above, dude. Keep it real.
I like the can on that one. It's like very like it's got that kind of like westerny kind of vibe. Yeah.
But that horse is like a pinto horse or something like that. With the ones with the spots.
Yeah.
I want to try to get all two
equestrian. Dang, yeah. Tell me about all that.
Huh?
That's very knowledgeable. I wouldn't have known that.
I'll try it. I think it's a pinto or something. Oh, you broke the water. You took a drink.
Oh.
Wait, what?
You took a drink.
What was I supposed to do?
You're good.
Wait.
You're good.
Like any good guest.
All right. There is some haziness to this.
Oh, a little head.
Look at that.
Looks good.
All right. Cheers, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's yummy.
That is hoppy.
You guys like it?
Oh,
Love
yeah.
it.
I'm into that.
I'm down. I dig it.
It's one of my go-tos.
Yeah, it's good. Paul, you want to go with some... Yep, that.
All right, here we go. Back at it. We're getting to the groove of things. WTF, Spencer's favorite. I got a little birdie told me Spencer wants to steal this segment, so I gotta make it shine here. Here we go. This one is called the Homan Square. Black site, if you will. All right, here we go. It's kind of weird. It's going to blow your mind. Ryan, what do you think about some conspiracies?
You into it?
I'm into it, dude.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. Buckle up, ladies. The Chicago Police Department operates an off-the-books interrogation compound, rendering Americans unable to be found by family or attorneys while locked inside what lawyers say is a domestic equivalent of a CIA black site. This is in the 50 here, boy. It's 50 states here. The facility, a nondescript warehouse on Chicago's west side, known as the Homan Square, I'm probably saying that wrong, has been the scene of secretive work by special police units, interviews with local attorneys, and one protester who spent the better part of a day shackled in Homan Square described operations that deny access to basic constitutional rights.
Sounds familiar?
Constitutional rights. Is that a thing still? All right, here we go. Alleged police practices at Homan Square, according to those familiar with the facility who spoke out to The Guardian after this. You can find this on theguardian.com. Investigation police abuse include keeping arrestees without official booking database, beating by police, no fun, resulting in head wounds, shackling for prolonged periods of times, Spencer's specialty.
Yep.
Denying attorneys access to secure facility, holding people without legal counsel for between 12 and 24 hours, including people as young as 15 years old. Ah, man, brutal.
So why were they doing that though?
Interrogating. So the old ops sites that they want to get some answers to. They sound like they just take them here and do their dirt.
What was the year? Year frame on that?
Going now.
Oh wow.
Supposedly, if you will. State of Chicago, boys.
Yeah, well, that's factual.
With your friend Lightfoot.
Yeah, Lightfoot, waste of human space, and then the place is just like violent city, dude. It's like I think it's one of the most violent cities in America now. St. Louis used to be.
I think Missouri, St. Louis is still up there. Murder capital of the United States, I think.
Yeah, it's bad.
Crazy.
So my conspiracy that I wanted to talk about.
What you got?
Antarctica.
Oh.
Okay, so you guys know anything about like Antarctica?
Yeah. Operation Paperclip.
Okay.
Admiral Byrd.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
The treaty signed to all the nations. They're not going to discover. If you Google Earth it, there's a big blur.
Yeah.
There's a big green spot of lush land.
Yeah, dude. So that's what I kind of wanted to dive into that. I'm like, it kind of blows my mind a little bit. Like you go on Google Earth and you literally, like, you can't really see it at all. They've like blotted it out. Why?
It's supposed to be like a patch of like earth.
Yeah, but there's just nothing there.
Lush. There's supposed to be some lush land there. Admiral Byrd has reported it. He's taken a fleet of the Navy. He's been down there. The rumor is there was Nazi training going on down there too. So
I saw something. The lost land of Atlantis, they say, is under there.
Dude, let's go.
They said
find it.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
You can't.
But that's the thing. You can't travel to it. You can't find it on Google Earth.
It's probably like a military base or something.
But you can see other military bases, right?
But how in the world, if we can never agree on anything, how is there a reason that we can have a treaty and everyone's abiding by it on this and no one's speaking anything?
Yeah.
Weird.
Like literally everyone's like, yep, okay, across the board. We're not talking about Antarctica. It's like,
and we don't agree on anything.
Yeah. Super crazy. And they said there's like pyramids out there. There's just some weird shit going on over there, and again, nobody's talking about it.
Buddy Joel's into it.
Yeah, I'm super into it. But yeah, I saw. I went on YouTube. People like little clips of the people in planes like flying over it, and just weird shit. Like they saw like little caves, like openings to caves in there. Some weird shit could be going down in Antarctica, and like nobody in the government doesn't want us to know about it.
Some canyoneering down there?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, there's probably some epic shit down there.
Probably some seriously epic shit down there.
There you go. You and Kobe found your next spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in. Some glacier canyons.
Just blame it on the CBD.
Well, I think it's, we've got to talk about it. September 11th just happened.
Yeah.
You guys are both veterans.
Mm-hmm.
What does this kind of like mean for you guys? This this remembrance of what happened.
Go ahead.
First. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it was like this year. I think for me, it was kind of like closing out a chapter. September 11th was, a pretty pivotal moment in my life. I guess I wouldn't know that for a few years until I, joined the Army. I didn't join until 2004. Yeah, I mean, I went. I was in Iraq. I never ended up going to Afghanistan. Both my combat tours were Iraq. But yeah, I mean, it was definitely had a major effect on my life. And I think, 20 years later, the war is, and I'm throwing up finger quotes, over, for better or worse, mm-hmm. right? I think, a lot of us are not super happy about the way things went with our exodus from Afghanistan. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, I mean, 20 years later, and I guess I don't know how to articulate it, but
yeah.
I think it's finally just kind of time to like move on, mm-hmm. and for people to heal as best they can, mm-hmm. And I think like running that marathon on September 11th was somewhat symbolic because, here you have 20 years after the worst terrorist attack in U.S. history, thousands of people coming together from all different like races, religions, etc., not in fear, come out and do their thing. And I think it was pretty cool to see, we had obviously people running, representing the, Army, Marine Corps, all the service branches. There was American flags. There was an Afghan flag, which I thought was cool, and just seeing everybody coming together and still just getting out and getting after it. It just kind of shows that like terrorism didn't win. Yeah, in my opinion.
No, that's good. And I made mention of this. Like September 12th was like one of the, in my opinion, one of the greatest days for our nation. Because everyone felt so united.
Right.
There was so much compassion, so much strength, all these great things that brought us all together. And I mean, I think we can all agree we're very, very far from that right now. I don't think we've ever been more divided.
Yeah, it's
in this moment.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much you remember about. I think you're pretty close to my age, mm-hmm. but September 11th, September 12th, 2001. I remember like I'm driving home from work, and you're like walking around town and everybody was just a little cooler, and in traffic, like everyone was just a little more chilled out. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of, there's just like this weird, like unspoken unity sense of unity. And it's kind of sad that it takes such a horrific event to, instill that in people. Yeah. That's what we should be living every day.
Yeah. 100%.
We had American flags sell out during that week, during that time. So it was, like you said, it was a very, very unified time. Mm-hmm. But it's a shame that it's taking a tragedy like that to bring us everyone together now. Like Spencer said, we're just super divided, and it's just, and I think in the big scheme of things, 20 years ago is not a long time.
It's crazy. It's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel like that.
Even looking at the footage, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Like it's just.
Yeah. It's so funny because you look at the footage and you're like, man, it looks so vintage.
Right. Yeah.
But we're like, dude, we're in the 2000s. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking wild.
Yeah. It's like the 70s. Looks like 70s.
It does, dude. It's crazy. And you say 20 years ago and you're like, it doesn't seem like that far. But yeah, it's wild. Anyway, sorry. Cut you off.
No, that was good. Yeah, just going back what you said, it's I joined September 11th, 2002. I left for the Navy, and I was leaving before, but it was just a little more. I knew I was going to go, but it was just a little more fuel to the fire. But yeah, it's I don't know, it's still very I'm doing a lot better reflecting now and just I've learned a lot more in my life past 2 or 3 years of reflecting of that time in my life and those emotions. But it feels a lot like yesterday was kind of bittersweet, just coming together and seeing a lot of people post and the some of the documentaries, they show a good side of things, but to see where we're at right now, it's pretty heartbreaking. So it's tough, but but there's a healing process, and to see some of those kids that lost parents during that day, and to see them as grown adults now, it's pretty inspiring to see, that we can move forward, we could heal and learn and never forget. So, but yeah, it was it's surreal. It's still surreal to think about 3,000 people, woke up September 11th and never came home. So, yeah.
I saw a crazy drawing that somebody made regarding September 11th, and it was from the point of view if you were in the actual trade center, like in an office space, and it was like two guys talking by like a water cooler by the window, and then one person looking out the window, like dropping their coffee mug because they can see the plane coming right in, and like it was a drawing, but man, it was super powerful, and you just kind of put yourself in those shoes for a second, and it's just crazy. Now that I have my own family and everything now, it's just like, it just reminds me like how, and it's an overused phrase, but like how precious life is, you know what I mean? And just thinking about horrific things like that and how they just one moment completely changes everything. It's just,
I think
hard to digest.
I think you said you put it in that perspective, and now we're at the age where we could have been that businessman in there, or we could have been that rescuer at the age group where that's us, and you have to put yourself in that position. Am I brave enough to risk my life to come up and go up a fleet of stairs to save my fellow man? Mm-hmm. And it's tough, yeah. And it's easy to sit here and say that, sitting down here and just sipping some beer with you guys, but people risk their life going up to save their fellow man, regardless of their political party, mm-hmm. what race or gender where they were. They were trying to get Americans out of a burning building. And, some of them perished, the rescuers. But, it's, I was 18, 17 years old when that happened, and you don't understand the consequences it has as an individual, or as a nation. Even though I was still committed to go to the military, you just don't understand it until now. And like I said, Spencer, you have a family, and it's just, these are decisions you have to make in your life, and it's pretty tough.
Yeah, and even people who did survive it, like they had lifelong injuries from it, like inhalation from like all the smoke and just the debris that was flying around and shit like that. So even those people who, quote, made it out, right, still, their lives probably got cut short because of that, having to deal with a bunch of other bullshit that was,
smoke inhalation, and ash inhalation.
Yeah.
I was reading a thing. I saw a post on Instagram earlier that they said that more like firefighters, more responders have now died from like post 9/11 related illnesses than were actually killed in the World Trade Center. So it was like 3,900 or something. So it's actually like more people have died from like smoke inhalation and things like that than were actually killed in the original event.
And that's the thing. It's just the ramifications or the consequences from something like that. It's going to last our entire lifetime, whether it's PTSD or if it's prolonged inhaling carcinogens as far as cancer is concerned, and it's just terrible. It's crazy. So.
And it's even more wild to think that people think that and have actually publicly expressed that they think when they just recently stormed the Capitol, people say that was a worse event than September 11th. Dude.
Gosh.
Oh my God.
You deserve to get fucking kicked in the teeth if you say that shit out loud. That's terrible.
January 6th is not even on the map.
Yes.
I mean, there's people that perished. And
there's one person who died and got shot by a fucking security guard.
Was it just one?
I think it was one. It was just the one person.
Oh, no, there was a few
There's a few.
Really? I didn't
yeah, I think it was like 3 or 4 people.
All I hear about is that one lady.
She was from here.
There was a couple
Yeah.
guards who got killed.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean that shit was unfortunate for sure, but it's not September 11th caliber at all, and yeah, it shouldn't be compared that way.
No, absolutely not. And something that was a part of that, and that and you kind of touched on that when you first spoke, is Afghanistan, right? So we've just closed that chapter. Mm-hmm. The points that I kind of just want to make about that is, one, I think we can all agree we couldn't stay there forever, right?
Right.
You know, like, again, 20 years, a very, very long time to be somewhere. I know a lot of people were pissed off at the way the pullout went, right? The extraction.
I don't know if you want to say pull out.
I kind of chose those words just because. But whoa, aggressive water chug there. But I guess to play like devil's advocate, would it have mattered if it came out the way we did, right? Mm-hmm. Or we prolonged it? Because the reason what I'm saying this is because would it have mattered because the Afghani army folded like a fucking chair as soon as we left, right? As soon as they got some kind of resistance from the Taliban, they folded like a chair. So my question is, would it have really mattered at that point?
So like I was saying before, if you're asking my opinion, both my tours were Iraq, so I don't have like on the ground operational experience in Afghanistan. So like there's definitely people I could direct you to that could give you much better like assessment. But
it's your opinion, dude. You can. That's fine.
When I look at the situation, I've been out of that world for quite a while, but when I look at the situation in Afghanistan, I have a lot of questions about why we went about it that way. I mean, yes, obviously, the Afghani army folded a lot faster than we thought, but we also knew like how many citizens we had there. All the the interpreters that were applying for special visas and all that. Like, I feel like the State Department's tracking that stuff, right? So you have all these people here. Why we chose to give up all our key terrain, isolate ourselves to one base with a single airfield, and then basically just say, all right, everybody get here. It blows my mind. I don't understand why we would go about that.
Yeah, because wasn't there
go about it that way?
3? We had 3 bases.
The Bagram was the key that there should never been handed over or let go of.
Right. Like there's like you got, I think I might be wrong, but I think you've got like 4 airfields, 4 airstrips at Bagram. You've got 1 at Kabul. So even if you're going to isolate yourself to one base, why would you not pick
when
Bagram?
there's the least amount to offer?
Right. And then, to say like, oh, well, just tell people get to the airfield. Okay, but now we've relinquished like all of our key terrain. We have no control over the avenues of approach. And then of course the Taliban's going to fucking surround that shit, and take control. Like, so to let all that go before we had even a rough plan to get these people out, it blows my mind.
Yeah. No, and I agree with you. I'm playing devil's advocate here. I think, again, I really truly do feel like I don't think we could have been there forever. Right. I think the extraction was not. It at least came out very last minute, very unplanned, no strategy, no game plan. At least that's the way it looked. But again, whether it's a slow extraction or the way we did it, I mean, the fact that army folded the way they did so quickly is a big problem.
Right. Like Ryan, I'll bow to the combat veterans. I'm not a combat veteran. I did not serve in Afghanistan, so there's people who are far more experienced and can give a better view as far as operations are concerned. But I operate on 2 rules. A, we do not negotiate with terrorists.
Right, right.
And we never leave an American behind. So with that being said, we do whatever we got to do to make that happen. So they knew this was coming. This was inevitable that we were going to have to leave Afghanistan, and in the manner that it was done, it was shit show of lack of leadership from top to bottom. No one's been accounted for as far as no one's taken accountability. And it's sad. There's been a lot of investment as far as taxpayers' money, lives, and not only American lives but Afghani lives. And it's just painful to watch. And it's done. We're supposed to be the cream of the crop, and if we can't foresee something like this happening, if we had to stay another 2 or 3 years I don't know what the problem with the Afghani army was. Whether it was resources or
I don't think it was resources. The amount of shit that got
left over. Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah.
You got all the fucking toys you need, dude.
Right.
Weren't we supposed to be air support for them?
That's what I'm saying. It's just
that's what I was hearing.
But from people that are talking, they were 3 months ago. They saw this coming. They knew this. It was briefed to the administration that there is rumor or there's intel that this is going to happen. No, it's fine. They're trained. We're well equipped. And sure shit, it did not happen. And
it's hard to imagine our intel assessments being that off.
Yeah.
And I would question whether they were. I think it was just the administration and senior leadership said we're going to be out by this point, and so make it happen.
And now we see taxpayer-funded material, tanks, Humvees, Blackhawks, M14s or whatever's going on over there, drones. Yeah, we see China hanging out.
Oh yeah,
Taliban.
Yeah. So they didn't hesitate 1 second to swoop in there, and honestly, that's fucking scary, dude. Like you have a global economic superpower that is now in bed with the Taliban. They're supporting a terrorist regime.
Yeah,
and that's
and honestly, so I spoke to somebody. I won't say his name, but he's a veteran. He served in Afghanistan, and he said the China Taliban thing, it's been going on.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He's like, this isn't like breaking news to people in the know. You know, like he was like, no, dude, like they've been dancing together for a while.
Sure. Well, I mean, you just
become public.
It's like a trade, an oil trade route there between Iran and China. So,
well, supposedly the Afghan hills and mountains have lithium, and they're just well prosperous as far as commodities are concerned. So it's a little concerning. It's pretty scary. How quick? I mean, I think after a week of us attempting to leave or failed leave extraction, they were over there hanging out and shaking hands and taking photos with each other. So it's a little concerning. I kind of called it. I'm not gonna say I told you so, but there's something more to it, and I think we're seeing that unfold right now. So everyone should. I immediately turned to the Afghan veterans who served and got their opinion. I try to stay quiet and humble. If there's anything I learned, it's been to reflect and maybe close my mouth a little bit before I make an assumption or form an opinion, and really get some opinions from people I can trust and really appreciate. Mike Glover, Jocko, just to hear them just kind of speak on it. It was pretty neat. So
yeah, but yeah, like you said, we're out. It's over, and now
it's not over.
Well, yeah,
yeah,
but,
we're out.
Yeah, we're out. It's not over.
Some of us leave no man behind.
Yeah,
no American behind.
Yeah, and I think regardless of your opinion of us being there forever, not being there forever, leaving whenever, no man left behind. Like that's bare minimum. I feel like, and we didn't make that happen. We broke both your rules. We negotiated with terrorists, and we left men behind.
Dude, seeing the Secretary of State on TV, like, oh, we're negotiating with the Taliban, about getting American citizens out and shit. I'm like, dude, go fuck yourself.
It makes us look so weak,
right?
And the whole entire world is looking at us, laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a laughing
stock. I'm sure Russia is just licking their chops right now. We've never looked weaker, probably. It's just really sad. And there was somebody sent me a video of some guys in Brazil. They're in an airport in Brazil, and they lifted up a magazine. It was front of the magazine, the cover, and it was literally talking shit about the U.S. and like how weak we look.
It was the Statue of Liberty in the female garb of the Afghani women. I don't want to. I don't know what it's called, but
a burqa.
Burqa, yeah. So it's alarming. And then I think it was kind of interesting because you're like, okay, what should be said? What should the administration say? What should a leader say? And then Jocko came out with reciting how he would say it, and you're like, that's what leadership looks like. That's what accountability looks like. It's a little cliche. I mean, we know Jocko's a big leadership guy, but it's like, okay, what should have been said? I want to know what's leadership. What's real leadership actually look like? And he said it to a T. It was perfect. It made sense, and it was the American way as far as I'm concerned. So it's cool.
Right.
Yeah. All right. On that note, let's drink some more. Oh boy! So
crazy times.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
There we go. The Shop Beer Co. I know you're gonna. Oh, this is cool. Church Music IPA.
You bring this out, or you brought one?
Buddy.
Yeah, they had a really gnarly can, very like Send Butter vibes.
Yeah,
can.
I remember you like this one.
Yeah.
So
dude, that can is sick.
Yeah, dude.
It's a classic,
vibes.
dude.
Yeah.
This is like the IPA that kind of made me like hazies.
Okay.
All right, we're trying to get this on camera.
For all you non-YouTubers,
Andrew.
go subscribe to our YouTube. Damn it!
Check out Andrew and his guns. Tank top, Andrew. Huh?
All right,
come on.
Thirsty. I'm thirsty.
Come on.
All right,
perfect.
Let's go.
Freaking
Perfect.
fired.
Waste everybody's time. How dare you? Oh man, that looks.
Dude, Ryan, you can come anytime.
Yeah.
It's a quick drive.
Just keep bringing all this
like
Arizona.
5 hours.
You want to do make a phone call quick?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Spencer doesn't know about this. Here we go. Let's make a call.
I'm super excited.
Got a photo of the can at the Potty Mouth Instagram.
I'm scared.
It's always the fun part.
Hello.
What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
How you doing? Spencer doesn't know who this is,
I'm
so
terrible at this.
Oh my gosh, dude. Because we really haven't met in person. That's probably why.
Oh, is this EDC?
yeah.
Hey!
Woo!
Check
Good
one up
guy.
for the boys.
EDC Arizona. We got a fellow Arizonian in the house. Chos Jedi, Ryan. Say hi.
All right.
Hey, this is EDC Arizona.
Do you know?
That's
you guys
right,
know each
that's
other
right.
yet?
No,
Alright.
never met.
Well, now
Never
you
met.
are.
EDC Arizona, a.k.a. Kyle. There you go.
There
All right,
you
cool,
go.
man.
Kyle the
El
Gallo. El Gallo.
Yeah.
The Dodger fan from
Yeah.
AZ.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, there you go.
Funny-
Paul, do you know how that game went today versus the Padres?
Oh, the series went terrible.
Yeah. For
okay.
you.
I'm just checking to make sure you knew. So
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Don't hesitate to send them score updates.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Oh my
Can we get a pocket dump real quick?
there you go. Dude, this guy's on it.
Yeah.
What do you got? What's in the pockets?
Oh, dude, nothing in the pockets right now, dude. Just rocking the house shorts, doing a little pregame for softball. You know.
Oh, that's right. That's right. How's the softball team looking, dude?
Dude, it's just hot, man. So
I couldn't imagine playing a sport outside right now.
yeah, I question that my decision every time I walk out on the field.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right, Kyle. I'm gonna bring your expertise into with our guest.
I'm ready.
All right, Ryan, bring us to your EDC for canyoneering. I know you're a big canyoneering guy.
Okay, my EDC for canyoneering.
Yeah.
All right, so
This is expert EDC
Let's go.
carrier.
okay. All right. So as far as like my gear loadout,
Yeah, just you don't have to get like in the zipper
Right.
pockets, but just the basics.
Sure. Well, of course you're gonna have a harness, right? Harness and rope. And then depending on the canyon, you may have a wetsuit.
Oh,
So for some
Ooh.
cold protection.
that's
Yeah.
sexy.
It is, dude. It's
Yeah.
a pretty flattering garment.
Yeah, sure it is. A lot. It really shows off the junk, I'm sure.
That's right. So yeah, you have your harness and rope, belay device or descender, as we call it, canyoneering. So something to rappel on, and then I will always carry a set of ascenders for self-rescue, and let's see what else. Potentially a bolt kit, again, kind of depending on what kind of canyon you're getting into. You'll have a bolt kit or anchoring material. So some like webbing and rings.
What's in your pockets?
What's in my pockets? Honestly, usually not much because I'm wearing a harness, so I don't like having much stuff in my pockets.
Oh, makes sense.
I do have a knife, but I keep the knife on my harness.
There you go.
Kind of
Oh,
nice.
there.
So I think it's made by Edelrid, the one I currently have. And it's a knife that's specifically designed for like swift water, stuff like that. So it's got like a finger hole in it. So I set it up so I can reach behind, grab it, and then your finger kind of goes through the little hole, and you can. It has like a hooked like bill on it or whatever.
Oh, hawk bill.
Yeah.
So not great for stabbing.
No. It's actually made to not stab, because like if you're around like a boat, like a raft or something, it's actually made to not stab. But it's like hooked and serrated so you can cut through rope.
Sweet.
Nice.
Kyle, how did you do?
Dude, well, I use my expensive knives to open envelopes, so I don't think I compare to stuff that you can actually use to save lives, you know. So,
dude, it's funny though, because you always on your Instagram, you're always posting like random shit, and dude, it blows me away because it's some of the weirdest looking shit, like little, like they're almost like brass knuckle stuff, but like
for
but
sure.
they're like could be bottle openers, could be something to break your jaw, like
sure.
So, what would you? I don't know how to like really like ask this, but like other than knives, like what's like your thing that you're really going after for like EDC stuff? Like some of those things that we see.
Yeah, I mean it's really, yeah. You obviously the brass knuckle esque is a very fine gray line. As long as they have an alternative purpose, and you're good, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You go there. The term they use is just called pocket trash, to be honest with you. So it's really kind of bagging on yourself, if that makes sense. So we all know it really has no purpose, right? The community is just a cool community. It's a good outlet to get you away from just, obviously there's a lot worse outlets than collecting stuff, right?
Yeah.
But just kind of an outlet. I mean, you got your knives, you got your little brass knuckle-esque thing, just stuff to mess around with, some pry bars because you don't want to pry with your knife that you hardly use, right?
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Do stuff like that. I mean, it's just really, it's a community thing. There's a lot of makers within the community. So supporting those makers, most of the stuff is American made. So supporting American made products is always something that we try to do within the community. And it just gives you a hobby. But
I like it. What does the wife think of this hobby?
Yeah, how much?
Oh, that was next. Yeah, if my wife knew what really happened and what was really paid, I probably wouldn't be married any longer. But
where do you keep? Where do you keep everything? Is it a separate room? Because you got a lot of shit, and you can't start an EDC page without being like fully full blown, right?
I mean, just a toolbox, man. You know, like one of those, just a toolbox where you normally put tools in. You just got a bunch of drawers. You got like 10 drawers, and it just has everything in it. And you organize. I think that's the fun of it. You know, you get to. I kind of have OCD, so I get to organize everything the way it's supposed to go, the way I think it's supposed to go. So it's got its own. It's a pretty small niche market, but it's fun, and the people in the community are super awesome. So,
what's the most expensive EDC item you have purchased?
Wow, dude. I don't even supposed to ask this. It's like asking what's your most expensive gun. You would never ask that, right?
I just got to know, and we'll make sure that we block your wife. Don't worry about it. She can't actually access this.
I mean, my most expensive item, like knife, was like rounding, like probably around $500.
Oh,
damn, boy!
That's nothing, dude. I'll tell you, that's like once you start to get out of like the let's use it for everything, and it's really like. But for me, man, like over $500, I hardly wanted to use the knife. You know, you don't want to use it. You're afraid you're gonna actually dull the knife, which is what knives are supposed to be, and you're covering them up.
Just for looks.
People, there's custom knife makers out there that charge over $1,000 easy for a custom knife, and people are waiting 2 years to get a knife built by one person that's just busting them out in their small shop in the U.S. So
that's wild, dude.
Pretty awesome, though, man.
Isn't it like Benchmade, right? They're super expensive.
Benchmade. Yeah, they're pretty. I mean, yeah, they're like on the everyday like user side of it, like one knives that you actually use. Mm-hmm. They're on like the upper end of that. Yeah.
Yeah. And do they make the Switchblade one?
Like the Switchblade? Or are you talking about like the one that comes straight out the front?
Straight out. Yeah.
Someone just dropped that, right?
There's a couple companies that make OTF blades, and they are one of them. Yeah.
OTF.
Someone just dropped one.
Out
I think.
The front.
Out the front. Okay. Yeah. That's right.
Who did?
Alpha Front. And it's like, is it legal in California?
No, it's not.
No, anything that's automatic in California has to be under 2 inches.
Oh, Spencer, you know 2 inches.
Yeah, dude.
You're legal.
Dude, I'm good.
You're good.
I think we can all relate to that.
I love it.
All right, Kyle. Have fun at your game.
Hey.
What do you outfield this time again?
No, man. I'm a second base shortstop kind of guy. Like to be in the action.
Oh.
Or at least I play softball. Obviously, I didn't. I rode the bench playing baseball, but now I act like I know what I'm doing.
So what's your glove? You Rawlings guy or what?
I actually have a Mizuno. Mizuno's kind of making a comeback, man.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Did you put it in the oven and did you put it under your bed and sleep on it? Is that old school?
Yeah, the little oven ball in there, a little shaving cream. You guys know how it works.
I always did the linseed oil, wrap it,
dude.
Yeah, it's good time.
This guy knows what's up.
Yeah, linseed oil is old school shit right there, boy.
All right, Kyle, have fun. Let the people know where they can find you, buddy.
EDC.Arizona on Instagram. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me.
My guy. We'll talk to you later.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Go Padres.
He's a good dude. We should have mentioned the beer.
Oh, sorry,
dude. You guys get a lot of Arizona people out here.
We do.
Didn't you have Spencer from Invicta out here?
So I was going to make a comment. The last time we did a call in was from. Actually, it wasn't. It was Joel. But the first time I think we ever did this was Spencer, and then we called in another Arizona. So both these times have been Arizona people.
Why don't you guys just move your podcast to Arizona?
I feel
because it's hot.
Yeah, but we have guns.
It's true. It's true. I got guns.
You got guns?
Yeah.
We just have cool knives.
You're not allowed to have those out here.
True. I went shooting yesterday. That was my.
Did you really?
That was my September 11th. Good time. Yeah.
Dude, so what are the gun laws out here? Like,
10 round, right? 10 round magazines.
Yep.
Can't do anything more than that. That's the only one I really pay attention to. I just know that we don't get access to a lot of things unless you're like a Leo or something like that. But
okay. So like you can't just like CCW.
You
have to go through. That actually reminds me. I need to start my.
The sheriffs have been really. The sheriffs are pretty lenient right now. If I should say. So they're really. If you want it, you can get it. They understand the need. They understand what the. I guess we should say the politics are trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're preparing and they're allowing the citizens to arm themselves, which is pretty cool.
Yep. That's awesome. That's awesome. Especially out here in Riverside County. Our sheriff, Bianco, right? Dude, he's the man of the people, dude. He's solid, dude.
Even the LA County sheriff too, right? He's pretty. I think he's pretty.
Oh yeah, he's come out pretty decently last couple of weeks.
Yeah,
I haven't seen too much from him.
We got a big week. Recall. Recall's coming up tomorrow.
Recall is coming up tomorrow,
and actually the 14th. So yeah, it's.
I found it very interesting. So I took a trip to Texas not that long ago, and I was sitting at the bar, and this guy, we start talking, and California, this, that, whatever, and he's like, "Oh, fucking Newsom, blah 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 blah," and it's amazed me. And this isn't the first time. Like people who are out of state are super invested in what's happening out here in California with the recall. They see how tyrannical he is. They see what a piece of shit he is. And they see that like this is for like the first time in God knows how long California has a shot to like turn shit around, because it's always and again, California native. I grew up in Los Angeles. And it's just always been this slow decline. We lead the nation in homelessness. We lead the nation in state income tax.
Gas tax, sales tax.
Dude, all the things you don't want to be leading in, we lead in.
Is that why all these Californians are moving to my fucking state?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, Arizona, Idaho, Texas. The new one is, Montana now.
Yeah.
Montana real estate prices are just as bad as California now.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Dude, Arizona's going nuts right now, man. We have so many people moving there.
Yeah. Like the problem is they're moving, and then they're not. They're moving there for non-political reasons, So they're moving there for better, taxes. Pretty much, they're leaving for tax purposes.
Yeah,
they're not leaving, which is so funny because you're like, it is political. You know what I mean? It's like the reason the taxes are so shit is because it's politics,
policies.
The state.
Yeah.
But they forget why they left, or they don't put two and two together why that's happening.
I think it's important to say that we are the largest economy as far as a beast and being a driving economy, but not only are people leaving, but businesses are leaving. That means jobs are leaving the state. It's a very expensive state to live in, and we're being gutted like a fucking fish. Yep. There's a lack, just like everywhere else in the United States, there's a lack of not employment, but there's new jobs. There's signs with new jobs.
Oh yeah. Help wanted.
Excuse me. There you go.
Are everywhere.
It's like that in Arizona too.
No, and in Texas as well. I noticed as well. Like it's people not wanting to go back to work because of the unemployment situation that they still haven't banged yet.
At the 4th, it was. Has
it been cut? Okay, good. So finally, right? Because I remember they extended it.
Yeah.
So that finally happened. But it's absolutely insane the shortage in employees. So even our buddy Joel, like he's got his own welding business, and he's out in Tennessee. Same thing. He can't find anybody to come out and do quality work. You know, nobody wants to come out.
I think it's like it's a complex issue because I mean, yeah, there's definitely like the unemployment benefit side of it, but also like I know because I had a lot of friends in the service industry, like a lot of people just left those jobs because they realized like, oh yeah, if something like COVID happens, I can just be unemployed overnight. Mm-hmm. So like a lot of people I know just went out and straight up got like real jobs. Yeah, I shouldn't say it like that because working in the service industry is a real job, but like. They went out and got different jobs, you know, that were maybe more secure.
I would say maybe they got into a field that could turn into a career versus a gig. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Because like I don't know anybody who would want to make a career out of being in the service industry. You know,
unless you like move up in management and stuff.
That's what I mean. Yeah, but like those are very very niche little spots you can put yourself into. But for the most part. Because if you're a manager somewhere, like obviously you want to stick around for that. But if you're literally like, you know, a serviceman or woman, it's just like
have some pride. Go to work. Yeah. If you love your community, if you need to homeschool your kids, stay home. Obviously, but if you need to collect disability or unemployment, if times are tough, do it. But as soon as you can, get back to fucking work. Mm-hmm. You know, pay your taxes. Happily pay your taxes. You know, and just this past years, I've opened my eyes. And it's like. I'm more empowered to vote than I've ever been, and I'm doing my research even better. I'm asking the right questions, researching the right people, and I'll make a conscious decision where my vote goes because we're learning the hard way. Voting has consequences, negative and positive. So get out and work. You know, don't be fucking lazy. Get out there and make this country what it is. It's a workforce. It's a sustainability of providing for your family and get better, you know. Don't stay. Yeah, serving fries at McDonald's sucks, but the job isn't to stay there. It's to get better. It's to empower yourself and learn skills. Oh man, this is just.
I think another factor too is like from what I'm seeing in Arizona is like housing prices have increased so quickly that like people that didn't have solid jobs or haven't already bought in, and not just housing prices but rent prices, it's all gone through the roof. So. If you didn't buy in before the boom, or you don't have a pretty fucking solid job, like we're pricing out like our entry level workers, you know. So like some kid like fresh out of college is gonna have a really hard time, you know, making a living, finding a decent place to live.
And they're gonna have debt.
And they have debt.
They have debt they're not gonna be able to pay off. It's a fucking vacuum of filth and scum. It's just terrible.
But it's also like the way you're bred to think, right? Yeah. Go to high school, get good grades. Go to a top-notch university, go $90,000 in debt, then go get a really good job, work your entire life, paying that shit off, padding other people's pockets, and then fucking retire and die.
No, I know. And this administration wants to just eliminate college debt. Like, cool, I get it. Like, I know, Spencer, you probably have college debt still.
Yep, I do.
And it's like, no, fuck, create jobs, create sustainability, create, a market that we can make college more affordable if that's the case, but you don't have to fucking eliminate debt, or maybe you can, I don't know, but fuck, just work, man. Yeah. Give it a shot.
Yeah. I was talking to Dana and we were doing like the hypotheticals, and we were like, if we actually, cause we were like driving by like the billboard of like the lottery, And I think it was at like $400 million or something ridiculous like that. And we asked ourselves the question, like, would we, like, let's say we won the lottery, okay, and we pocket that cash, like, would we still work? And I was like, yeah, I probably would still work. I would need to fucking do something.
Yeah, just to not be bored as fuck.
You know, like whether it's a fucking part-time coaching gig or it's just a part-time job or whatever it is, like, dude, I'd still want to do something because I would go fucking crazy.
Or do something better. It's fun.
Well, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. You know, like that would be, I would definitely go like, what? But then there's like that little part of me where it's like, dude, I would just want to disappear too, you know?
I mean, disappear for a year and then come back.
Yeah. Or like just go by an island and just fucking
dude.
Just kick it. But that shit will get old fast, dude, I'm telling you.
I need my crypto to take off and then get
to the moon.
Crypto rich.
Dude, I still don't understand that shit.
Good night.
It's awesome, but it's pretty volatile.
Yeah,
pretty volatile right now. But,
yeah. Any tips on the crypto?
Cardano.
That's literally sounds like another language to me.
Yeah, it's for me. It's been fairly stable. I mean, it's been up and down like all the other ones, but it's I think the most highly staked crypto still.
Interesting.
And yeah, I think it has a lot of potential. As
right.
far as like transaction speed and everything else, I'm definitely not like intelligent enough to give you like a real
fucking nobody is, dude.
I know.
Fucking nobody is. People who have fucking serious money in crypto, I ask them about it, like, dude, I don't really know how to explain it.
Or the word potential is like it's there.
The
it's
potential
like,
is like the most used buzzword with crypto.
I love it.
Yeah, I think your solid bets right now are like Cardano and Ethereum. I think those are the ones that really Ethereum's solid.
But that's as far as my knowledge goes. Is me like I've heard the word before. But anyway, booze me, beer me. So we were talking about, how, and I can totally relate to this with Paul is, with like the whole Newsom is like, I've never given a fuck about politics until this last like year and a half, 2 years.
Dude, I fucking hate politics.
I fucking hate them. But, and here's the problem. You have to be in the know.
Yeah,
you have to
you
be
do have
aware.
to pay attention.
You have to pay attention because you get guys like Newsom in office, and then look what he's trying to do right now. Like, don't get me wrong, California's been in the fucking hole for a while, but like all the fucking mandates that he's trying to throw in right now, no.
This recall doesn't go. If it does not get recalled, they're setting stuff in place that are going to be will be
Australia-like.
Dude, what the fuck is that?
We'll talk about Australia. But
here we go. This is awesome, dude. Tombstone Brewing Company. If you didn't hear me right, Tombstone Brewing Company IPA, 7.1 ABV. Dude, the street name, it's at 107 East Tough Street.
Nice.
Dude, come on. In Tombstone, Arizona. I mean, come on.
I love it.
Tough Street. That's got to be where the shootout was, I imagine.
It's pretty close.
I've never actually been to Tombstone, Arizona. Is it like a?
It's touristy, man. It's a little tourist trap area, but I mean,
with
I
a
guess,
name like that, you got it right.
Yeah, it's like it's worth checking out. I think Bisbee's cooler, but it's definitely like got that like granola artsy vibe going on. Cool. But yeah, like Tombstone's worth seeing. The brewery's cool. It's makes some good beer in my opinion.
All right.
Supposedly, speaking, I know we're going to switch to Australia, but supposedly the POTUS is supposed to be rallying for Gruesome tomorrow, and
Long Beach College. We call him Gruesome Newsom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So again, like, I never gave a fuck about politics. In one ear, out the other. Never paid attention until about 2 years ago, and man. The things they try to sweep under, pull over the wool, like, and try to pass, while the lights are off. It's fucking mind-blowing.
Dude, I fucking hate it when presidents come and try and get involved in state politics.
Yeah.
I mean, I hated it when Trump did it. I fucking hate it that Biden's doing it. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And it's so funny because Biden, a poll came out, I saw that Newsmax dropped, and they said, 1 out of it was something like 1 out of 5 people don't approve of what Biden's doing, and then the caption was like, "That's a funny way of saying 80% of the people don't like him."
That's very odd.
Yeah, it's an odd way of saying 80% of people think he's fucking shit up, which he is. I just thought that was a really funny poll, but yeah, the idea that you're up for recall, so you have the president that nobody fucking likes anyway to fucking vouch for you. It's hilarious, dude. And you've been seeing like the Obama ads, I'm sure, on TV. Bernie. Yeah. It's just they are snakes, bro.
They are grabbing on as
this Republican recall.
Yeah, they keep
we don't have 1.7 million Republicans in California. This is not a Republican fucking recall, dude. You just pissed off everybody.
They're trying to call it. And then with the Obama commercial, you're talking about, they have a picture of Larry Elder with Trump. It's like, what? Yeah. You guys are just trying. Like, Larry Elder is kind of like a libertarian, like conservative.
Oh, he falls right into a libertarian category.
Yeah, it's like, what are you guys trying to prove? I don't
but that's the thing. It's media, right? They've got to paint this picture. They've got to make you. They're literally trying to steer you like, think this way. This way. This is Republican Proud Boy Trumpers. These are the people who are doing this. You know, like they're gonna make California into Florida, and meanwhile everyone's like, fuck yeah, please do. Like, you know, like please do make that happen. But anyway, I wanted to read off a couple things that why Newsom, other than just being a complete piece of shit, or maybe why he is a complete piece of shit, why he is up for recall. So, but I do want to say the recall is tomorrow. I've already cast my ballot, all that kind of shit. Oh. But there is a piece of me that is very scared of like already like the corruption that's probably happening.
Well, you and I don't want to get you off track, but you and I have this conversation over the telephone. We talk about it once a week. And it's like, how weird is it that we're scared to send in a mail-in ballot as Americans?
Think about
regardless of any side, or any political side you are, the integrity of the voting system should uphold to that, because that's what we should hold on to, value, to any side of the party. But you and I are fucking nervous about putting this in the mail and it being messed with.
Yep.
Fucked up.
Yep.
Crazy. Anyways.
Okay, so extreme government overreach. So he did massive executive orders without any legislature. Legislation. Yeah, that L word. He did the mandatory mail-in ballots. So right off the gates, people were like, he called it because of COVID. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Trying to tell me that like I have to mail this in. So obviously that got kicked because you don't have to do the mail-in ballots anymore now.
Maybe it's different for the recall.
I don't know. But yeah, he did. Yeah. So he did do a mandatory mail-in when this stuff first happened. And so again, showing you how corrupt the guy is. Like, he's trying to pull out every fucking trick in the book to make sure that he stays in power. It's fucking wild. The on-again, off-again shutdowns, small business is getting absolutely crushed. He's trying to do all the mandates with the vaccines and the masks and all this kind of shit. Pretty much trying to make us into New York or Australia. Unemployment checks to prisoners to the tune of $500 million in EDD.
Eat that.
$80 million spent on billboard ads on education of social distancing. Oh. So he spent $80 million fucking dollars on billboard ads about social distancing.
That's like the one thing that I really liked about COVID, because I fucking hate people anyway. So like the fact that they all had to stand like 6 feet away from me, it's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, we should be social distancing regardless.
Yeah, just fucking don't talk to me. Don't get near me.
Those couple of people that just stand over you and go.
Yeah,
that's definitely Paul. He granted clemency for felons, murders, rapists.
Perfect.
Yep. AB 5. He
4-5.
AB 5. He was in charge of highest home. We talked about this. Highest homeless rate in the nation, and highest state income tax in the nation. Vaccine requirements for children. 4% salary. This is a good one. 4% salary increase for himself and state lawmakers.
Fuck.
But also did a 10% pay cut to all state employees.
Dickhead. Oh, God.
So it just gives himself a raise for doing what? Making the state even shittier. While making, and how he makes that up is he pay cuts fucking other people.
French Laundry is one of the most pristine, elegant eloquent restaurants in the world. Not even in California, not even in the United States, in the world. Yeah. And he was out.
Did you hear about that one?
Yeah.
The French Laundry? Yeah.
That was when he was, I think he was trying to say like all dining had to be outside, stuff like that, right? And then,
most restaurants were like shut down.
Yeah.
And so they opened for him and his fucking party.
And
of like
nobody was
40.
wearing masks and all
Everyone
that
was
shit.
elbows and asses together, no masks, no social distancing, nothing of that nature. The hypocrisy. And that's where people say it's like, do as I say, not as I do. You know, that's like...
You got all these people unemployed and you're eating at a place that's like hundreds of dollars a plate.
The mom and pop shop down the street that's shut down because you said so and can't figure out a way to pay rent or pay employees or even keep their business open. But hey, let's go to the most pristine fucking restaurant in almost the world and I'll have a party and I won't listen to anything I've been telling anybody else.
And sending his kid to camp without masks and then pulling him once he gets caught.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like just shit like that. Infringements on Second Amendment. Our Second Amendment in California has been under attack for a long, long time. What else? There's so many things we can talk about. The list goes on and on and on. But
they want to make LAUSD. So that's
LSD.
Los Angeles Unified School District, 12 and older mandatory vaccines.
They passed it.
Yeah. So by December 20 or January 22nd, something like that, be mandatory. So that's fucking.
And then that's why this recall is so fucking important because we get him out of there, and all the people that I've been following, that I like. So I casted my vote, but there was like 4 people that I was like, if any 4 of you get in office.
We're fine.
We're good.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't give a fuck, And all of those people have come in and said, day one, I'm fucking reversing all this bullshit that Newsom's been doing. So that's really good to see. I'm just really hoping this fucking happens.
How's there not a Constitution police? Like, if there was a, Senator Rand Paul said something good. He's like, the Constitution was not for the people, is for the government to not overreach. Like that's the goal of it. So it's like, if there's a constitution place, once you disobey the Constitution, because as a service member, as a judge, as a public peace officer, as anyone, you take a fucking oath that is to uphold the Constitution of the United States. And it's just like by the wayside. And it's like, oh, okay, this is, everything's fine, I guess. And it's like, dude, like these people should be in jail. Yeah, no,
it's incredible. The infringements that we're witnessing happen. It's incredible. It really is. But hey, at least we're not Australia, right?
Jeez almighty. The app?
The app.
The face recognition.
Have you seen that one?
Oh, dude,
oh my God, dude. It's been absolutely insane watching it. It literally is that episode of Black Mirror.
Dude, yeah. And
you know what I'm talking about?
Right, yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
And it's still in, as last I heard, it's still in like testing. I mean, the fact that it's even an idea is fucking terrifying, right? But so it's some like straight up 1984 shit, dude.
Dude, it truly is. It's fucking bizarre what is happening. And out of nowhere, right? It's like Australia, for my knowledge, I actually never got to travel there, but sure as hell won't be. But to my knowledge, like it was a pretty chill state, a lot of like big surf community, like very chill.
Yeah.
And then like out of fucking nowhere, they just flipped the script and are now like the most tyrannical fucking communist country next to China now. It's fucking insane. So, dude, it's absolute chaos. So they've done the lockdown, so you literally can't leave unless you're going to work. Prison rules. They say you get 1 hour a day to work out. You go outside and work out. Prison rules.
Is this like countrywide?
No. So this is the majority of Australia. I think it's South Australia.
Okay, yeah. I was hearing it's like South Australia.
Like
and
Perth.
I haven't been there. I'm not super familiar with the geography.
But, I'm not either.
Yeah, and like this app, I heard they were testing it in like South Australia.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't know what part of Australia is become communist, and I don't know what side is like still like kind of chill, because there is a part where it's not full on
like it's rural.
It's more of the rural area of Australia, I believe. Like the big city, like Sydney, all that kind of shit. Like I'm pretty sure is like an absolute nightmare right now,
dude.
So they did the lockdowns. You are only allowed again to leave your house for like 3 reasons: grocery store, work out for 1 hour a day, and then to work. And then if you're caught out of your kilometer radius, like we laugh, but like this is fucking for real happening.
There's video of it happening.
Yeah. If you're caught outside of your radius, I think it's like a 5 kilometer or some shit. I don't know. I'm on that metric system, bro. But they like no questions asked. You're arrested. You're going to jail.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Like not like, hey, what are you doing out here? Like, no, you're like no questions. It's ball game. You're getting arrested and going to jail. So their prime minister or their prima something. Their head honcho came out and said, now we've moved, so we've got the lockdown, and now we're going to move to a lockout. So if you are willingly not taking the vaccine, meaning you didn't get a medical exemption or anything like that, if you are willingly not taking it, you will now basically be getting locked out of society. You will not be allowed to go to grocery stores. You will not be allowed to work. You will not be allowed to do anything if you are willingly not taking the vaccine. How fucking crazy is that?
Scary.
Very scary. I strongly suggest anybody listening to this, go watch that fucking episode. I wish I knew the episode name. I believe it was in season 2 of Black Mirror, and you will see how fucking crazy. And I remember watching that, and this was like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And I was like, God damn, this is weird. Dude, because it could happen.
All that shit now, like I Am Legend, like all that body scan, retinal scan, that separation of caging cities that are infected, like that shit's fucking coming true. We're laughing a year ago.
Yeah. Dude, like an app, right?
Yeah.
That literally tracks your location, and the government can randomly ping you.
Yeah.
And you have to scan your face to prove you are where you are.
Yeah.
Like
you have 15 minutes. So that's the other part of this app. You have 15 minutes to respond. And if you don't, the police are dispatched to your location to see what the fuck's going on.
Dude, I want to go on record as saying I believe that like shit like that should be resisted with force. And I know people are going to be like, oh, he's an extremist, but no, dude.
No, dude.
I
think if you're calling anybody an extremist now over this kind of stuff, like you're on the wrong side of the coin now, because and we've talked about this. I talk about this a lot with other people. I wholeheartedly believe we are not even close to being out of this. And I think there's going to be something very gnarly that happens, like Civil War-esque.
I sure as fuck hope not, dude.
Oh,
because
like, dude, you think I do not want this to happen?
Like people talk about that shit like it's gonna be fun, you know? Like no, dude. Like anyone who's ever like spent time in a fucking combat zone or third world country, it's seen like a failed state, like what that looks like. Like
that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like people understand, like these veterans, like listen to the veterans, listen to the people who've been in war, combat,
the experts, like, the people who have actually fucking done it.
No one wins.
Fucking internet, you know, douchebags that are on there like Civil War, Revolution. It's like, dude, you don't know what that looks like. Like it looks like no fucking running water, like hyperinflation, transportation lines shut down. Like
you think supermarkets, you think Stater Brothers is gonna be open when there's a war?
Right? Yeah, no. You're not gonna go to fucking Safeway and stock up. Like the shelves are gonna be like knock it off. We need to
it's like zombie apocalypse.
Learn how to talk to each other again. You know, because that's why all this shit's going on. Is we've fucking forgotten how to talk to each other.
Yeah,
we really have. You know,
blame your generation, Andrew.
Yeah,
hey,
Andrew.
I'm working on it.
I don't know you that well, but pretty sure it's your fault.
I don't know you well, but I fucking hate your face.
Fair enough.
You're in that generation.
No, it's true though, man. Like, and again, maybe I didn't make that clear. I don't want that to happen, but I just get this weird pit in my stomach where I'm just like, I just don't think this shit's just gonna just one day just dissipate. You know, I feel like something really fucking gnarly is gonna happen.
When you cede that type of, you know, control to the government, it doesn't really tend to come back. You know, so if you go down the road of like, okay, cool, we're going to allow you to require us to install an app on our phones and geo-track us and, you know, make us prove where we are. I mean, they'll find another reason to implement that shit. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we've got all these illegals just hopping on over with no fucking
yeah.
Paul talking to you, Paul.
They don't need a they don't need a vaccine. They don't need a vaccine or anything. We got another phone call.
Sure, do it. Yeah, but that app is just fucking dude. China's doing something as well where it's even more so like that app. Damn, boy,
the pictures of those camps too are very eerie.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's up, buddy?
What is up? What y'all up to?
Oh,
Tyson. 2 for 2. Let's fucking roll. Ty guy.
What's up,
dude? It's like I just saw you.
I know. I'm glad you finally came down.
Yeah, dude. We had a good time. Drank literally. These guys pulled a rookie move. They bought two 12 packs. I'm like, come on, guys. What are we doing here?
12 packs? Was that for me? Who are we talking to, Spencer? Let people know who we're talking to.
This is my guy out of Texas, Tyson Oliver. And you just got back from an elk hunt, my guy.
I did.
How'd that go? I know you got tag soup.
Yep, tag soup this year. But
a little sensitive topic right now.
Yeah,
the wound is still open.
Thanks for bringing it up.
How's your feet? I know you got a big blister going on, huh?
Mine weren't too bad. Nicole's got tore up.
Dude, they got fucking tore up, dude.
I had just a little bit on the outside of my ankles, but her whole heel was just disintegrated, basically.
Yeah, dude, she threw something up on her story, and I was like, God damn, dude.
Yeah, it was rough.
Where it's just like it's got that flap just hanging off the back of the heel.
And this was like, still you guys had like 3 days left, I think. Ugh.
Yeah, she did good though. I mean, she grinded through it. And never complained about it. So
that's awesome. So what were your takeaways from that elk hunt?
Man, I learned a lot about ourselves, really.
Yeah.
I mean, every year is different. Obviously, weather was different this year. It was a lot warmer than last year. And where we were, they just weren't coming up to us. They were standing down in these little fingers. So we couldn't really. It was so steep, we couldn't really move to them without them catching wind of us.
Yeah.
And we couldn't just call them up to us because they were just staying down put in the shade and where the water was. But
totally different ball game, right? Because you guys in Texas, you do a lot of private land hunting, right? A lot of feeders, do the tree stands. Dude, when you're doing like public land elk hunting, dude, like
it's totally different than what we're used to.
Totally different. It's a completely different ball game for a lot of people. And I think it's probably one of the toughest. I would say, other than like maybe like sheep or something like that, where you're going up crazy fucking
way high.
Yeah, what was that? The rock, the kind of rock that like, what is it?
Rock.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, the rock.
Yeah.
The rock.
But yeah, like I know like goats and sheep, like they live up in like the gnarliest terrain.
Yeah,
but right next to that is, I feel like, elk hunting, because you're just constantly on the move.
Yeah.
Tyson, were you unimpressed or impressed with meeting Spencer?
Super impressed. He looked up to the standards.
Yeah, come on, man. We had a good time.
Did he represent Cali, or was he drunk by like one seltzer?
No, he handled it well. I mean, he drank Shiner like a true Texan. So
absolutely, hey, Shiner straight up. One of my favorite beers now.
Did you guys initiate him into like the Texas initiation?
Yeah. They dunked me in a bath of Shiner.
Yeah, Shiner baptism.
I was waiting to see the Murph go down first thing.
Fuck. Dude,
we would.
Hell no, I would have died.
We ran out of time.
Yeah, but we were over at Tater's spot, and man, he's got a cool little.
Yeah, he's got it made. That's where we spend 90% of our time.
That's awesome.
Right on, Ty. Hey, you just want to call you, check in, see what's up. Let the people know where they can find you, dog.
You can find me on Instagram at Tyson Oliver 22, or you can find us on YouTube, Tate and I's YouTube channel. It's Project No Wasted Hours. We kind of just document all the things we think are cool, and more of a home video type thing that we can look back.
No, man, you guys got some fun videos, man.
But we enjoy it. We have fun making them and doing the cool stuff that we do. So you can find us at either one of those.
Sweet, man. Feel free to come Texas or California, buddy.
Yeah, that's the next trip. You got to come over here.
Y'all just let me know. Bags are packed and we're heading out.
Right on, brother. Thanks, man.
All right, later, dude.
Hey, talk to y'all later.
He's the man.
All right, that's it.
I really enjoyed going out to Texas and hanging out with those guys.
That's cool, man. Yeah, you saw Travis.
Super sweet. And Tater and Tyson are just as cool as you think they would be.
Yeah, awesome people.
Yep, and then I got to go see Travis. Got to see a couple other people. It was a good time.
Oh, not disclosing that?
Yep. Secret business meeting. But yeah.
Another beer?
Yeah, let's do it. Another beer.
Dude,
Beer me. Do it.
Dude,
now.
we've been taking it way too easy this episode.
I know, we're sloshed.
I was way more drunk.
Well, remember, you and I linked up way ahead of the
Right.
last podcast.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
that's
were like,
right.
And we went to Aftershock.
yeah.
And we went. Oh, you brought a bunch of beer, and then
I brought
we
a fuck
drank
ton
a
of beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you bought like legit 7 different beers. I feel like.
I brought like this, like a much larger.
We
cooler
just drank that one. I
full.
thought.
That's all we got.
I brought 3.
I thought there was 3.
4-packs.
Oh, we went through 3 already.
Yeah,
Hi, welcome to the show, Spencer.
Oh, okay. How long has this been recording?
dude, we were crushing double IPAs at like 10 a.m.
Yeah,
it was
that's
a little. It was a little
true.
out of hand.
I remember that we went and checked a trail camera.
Yep.
And then came back, started crushing beers, and then went out to. I remember we were crushing beers here, and then you're like, "Dude, I need a water. I need to eat something." And that was like before we left to like Aftershock.
That's
Like
terrible.
if I don't
And then
get some
Paul-
food in me, this
yeah.
is gonna be real rough.
Yeah, and then Paul comes to. So we're finally here, getting ready for the podcast. Paul comes. He takes like one look at us. He's like, "Fuck."
You guys are shiny, just glossy eyed.
Good time.
I feel like it was good though, man. Like, I don't know. I think I was a little more relaxed because I was hammered.
We'll never know.
But
We'll never know how good. Do you still have the file?
No,
or
it's
did you
fucking deleted.
Yeah, I remember Paul was just so pissed because the audio was just so shit.
God, man, Spencer and I have learned a lot.
Dude,
Man,
we've
it's-
come a long way, dude. Remember?
Yeah, audio to master. Like, there's no way around it. You have to just bite the bullet. And if anyone wants to start a podcast, please contact us. We'll help you in any way, shape, or form. We've made the mistakes for you.
Yep.
But yeah, and poor Ryan, he had a good episode and it just lost it. It was just shit. So I know the startup people have had. I know Reload had some bumps and they helped us out a little bit and it's fun, but you take your lumps just like anything.
It's so funny because you're like, man, I want to start a podcast, and you're like, yeah, that fucking sounds like a great idea, dude. It's like, oh, we'll just buy a couple things and then we'll be good to go. And then you just buy those couple things, and then you're like, man, we could just if we just spend a couple extra $100, and then just shit just starts piling up.
Now look at us. We got porn lights and Andrew.
yeah, when I walked in the garage, I was like, "Wait, what the fuck is going on?"
He's like, I was really drunk last time, but I'm pretty sure this wasn't here.
Neither of you guys were out here too at the moment, so I can imagine that would be a little bit odd.
And we didn't have any of this. Like, I remember because we were catching weird feedback, and we had like where Andrew set up. I think we put you over there on like a little table to try to like space out the mics and shit like that. Dude, again, we've come so far, dude. And I remember when it was just you and me before we would do any guests. We're upstairs in the guest room, which is like nothing. There was no kind of studio vibes at all. We were literally on that plastic table, just sitting there, just bullshitting, drinking fucking full cans, and just being like, "So you guys want to fucking drink some more beers?" And
I miss the good old days.
God, dude.
Talking
Learned
about
a
some
lot.
weird libertarian shit.
Yeah.
I was into it.
That was good times, dude. That was good times. All right, so we'll kind of cruise out of
Correct course
here and cruise out of the political stuff.
We could go there all day.
I know we
just
could.
bash it.
But those are things we got to talk about, right?
Yeah.
You know, and it's hopefully people who are listening to this and maybe, and I feel like a lot of people who do listen to us are kind of, you know, they run in the same vein, right? They're in the same avenue. But, you know, just I think the one thing, if you're going to take anything away from this podcast of the content that we've been talking about, is just be informed.
Yeah.
You know, fucking read, listen, be aware, and be involved.
Well, and it sucks that some of this stuff has to get wrapped up in politics as well, you know, like public health stuff. I mean, why can't we just talk to each other about it and, you know, try to come to some sort of agreement on how to handle it rather than everybody trying to, like, you know, forcefully impose, you know.
I just hate the
on other
division
people.
that all of this has created. It's so terrible. It's so terrible.
It's funny. I think COVID came about like 2 or 3 weeks before we started the podcast.
Yeah.
And without any of this, I don't think we would ever. It was with Spencer and I's personalities and what we wanted. The vision was it was just to be fun, have fun, and talk about lighthearted shit. But ever since then, it's obviously been bombarded with politics and COVID and agendas and some deep heavy shit. So I don't know. Fuck.
Episode 1, March 24th, 2020.
Oh, dude, yeah, that was like right at the beginning.
Lockdown was what, the 14th, 9th or something?
The 13th is when he announced it.
Oh shit, we were right there.
We were right there, dude.
It was.
Dude, episode 1. I honestly, I keep telling people don't listen to it, but go listen to it because it's hilarious. Because we're like, oh, this like coronavirus thing, like it's gonna fucking blow over.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just something fucking stupid like SARS or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't remember ever being impacted whatsoever when SARS came out.
Oh, you just saw it watched on TV.
That was like the 90s, right?
No, it was 2000s.
No, it was
Obama.
2000s.
It was Obama.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you might be
I'm
thinking of
fucking
like
old, dude. I don't remember.
like pig flu or swine flu or something like
Yeah,
that.
that was
That
swine flu
was
was-
like 90s stuff.
No, swine flu was like 2010.
What?
Yeah, dude. I think you're
SARS? No, SARS was not that long ago.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. No, it was Obama.
Yeah, Obama, right? But I just, again, regardless, right? Was never impacted by it.
Yeah.
I just remember it being around, like, oh, okay, cool, whatever.
Just saw it on TV.
Yep.
It's all on the news.
Yep.
Also didn't kill nearly as many people.
True.
And, infect nearly as many people as.
True.
No, I think I might be wrong, or you might be right. I think it was more infectious, but not as deadly-ish.
Oh.
Could be wrong. I don't know. I'll stop there.
Okay.
I don't want to overspeak. Who cares?
Yeah. Anyway. Football.
Back.
Football's back.
Yeah.
Your Chargers won today. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
Might be one of the first or only.
No, they look good. The play calling looks good. Ryan, and we'll get in and get it out because I know you're not a big football guy. But the Chargers look good. And they were going to scare me because there's been a change of regimes. And typically we shoot ourselves in the foot, but it looked good. I'm glad football's back to some extent. It seemed nice to see people in the stands. Some masked, some unmasked. I'll let that be. And then, but yeah.
Well, you see like college football,
Ooh.
full stadiums, the fuck Biden chants, no masks anywhere. Fucking love it.
It's crazy.
Love it.
But
Yeah, football's back. College football's back. NFL football's back. It's just.
Your Aggies played good.
Yep. They were down 7-3 for the longest time, but.
But their starting QB, King went down.
Yep.
I think his name is.
Yep. But we're I'm just excited. Like this is like. Again, we talk about this where it's like summertime. You like can't wait for summer, right? And then summer gets here and we get the weather like this. Like it's literally what 6:30, and I'm sweating balls right now.
Yeah.
It's just so hot outside, and I get over this heat so fast. But then I just the first thing I want is like, just give me fall, give me winter, give me those cold temps, jeans, flannels, fucking. Cold or a little warm alcohol beverages. Like I love it, dude. Paul just looks.
And the Kirksey house is always festive. The
Paul
best.
loves. I think Paul never liked this time until he and I met because he loves coming over during the holidays.
I don't know what it is with the baby now because the baby's just he's got his own little vibe going.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys got time for that now.
I don't know. No, we did. We did it last year.
But he's not
like,
crawling around.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I know. It's going to be funny. All the ornaments are going to have to go.
Like
nothing on the bottom row of the tree anymore. It's all going to be up.
You can have like a palm tree.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I'm super excited, dude. Just like it's like almost like that September 12th vibe. Like people are just in a better mood. It's just a good vibe. It's just a good vibe, overall vibe. So I'm excited, but.
Dude, I was bullied into doing fantasy football, and I hate it.
You did it?
Yeah.
And you didn't tell me?
I was bullied, dude, and I hate. And today I realized like this is why I don't do it because it's so conflicting for me and it's very stressful.
Oh, because the Chargers.
You're Chargers, and you got to go for some of the guys I had on my team were playing against the Chargers today, and it's very weird. And just like, oh.
So this is my first year doing 2 leagues. I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it. Because like I'll have maybe a player on my team in one of the leagues, and then maybe I don't on the other one, or like my opponent has him. So it's like you're like, yes, no, fuck.
Yeah, that's weird. People do that.
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
I'm not even playing for money.
Oh, wow.
You get a ring if you win, but no money.
You get a ring?
Yeah.
They make a ring.
Yeah. Dude, there's this websites.
What in the world?
Dude, you need to make a Send Butter ring.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Send Butter fantasy football ring.
There's
punch someone in the head with that.
Yeah. And you just get the buttery buttery imprint right there. Right. What's your team name?
Bad Water.
Bad Water?
Yeah, Bad Water. Because when you play me, it's like you drink bad water. You're cringing. You're just on the toilet. You know, it's kind of silly. I was reading
Mexico water.
Yeah, I was reading. You can't hurt me, David Goggins, and he was in that chapter. He was running Bad Water, and it just kind of happened right there. I wasn't very creative.
There you go.
That just happened.
I like it.
You're not a big sports guy, huh, Ryan?
Huh? I'm a big sports guy.
Not a big sports guy, are you?
No, I mean, I focus on the outdoor stuff. So
sports are outdoors.
Yeah, I mean, kind of.
I mean, like most of them aren't in domes.
Right.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, my shit has always been like the outdoor adventure sport realm, I guess.
Kayaking.
I did that for a little bit. Kind of got in and out of that pretty quick.
The kayak?
Yeah, I dabbled in whitewater, and I just kind of figured I was gonna die pretty quick. I wasn't that good at it, to be honest, and so yeah, I think it was just kind of not for me. Got into mountain biking pretty hard for a while, and like had a nasty accident and had put me down for a little bit, and I haven't really got back into it since, but I'd like to. I think once the weather cools down, start riding more again.
December, Arizona.
Right.
You're talking about mountain biking.
Jeez.
Mountain biking. I feel like if you do like one thing in the outdoors, like mountain biking, you have to do all the other things. Like,
dude, mountain biking. You do. It's like mountain biking is definitely the most injury-producing sport that I've taken part in.
Downhill mountain biking.
Yeah, like I wrecked in Moab, and actually I fractured my L1, L2 vertebrae. And I've definitely never had an injury that bad doing anything else. I mean, not that you couldn't, but I think it's just something about, how fast you're going and the fact that you're kind of up on this bike and you can go over the bars and fucking fly.
Yeah, there's this girl, can't remember her handle, but she's Butter Gang. She wears our stuff, and she fucking sends shit on mountain bikes, and she like where she's hitting gaps, she's getting fucking gnarly air.
Yeah.
And she just had a pretty good wipeout. She posted on Instagram, and it scraped up her elbows and shit. But you watched it happen, and where she's midair trying to go and hit a lip, and then you could just see that the back end of the bike is turning over, and she just goes head over heels, dude. It's fucking
freaking pogos off the front fork.
Yeah. Gnarly. But yeah, I would say yeah. Injury wise, dude, it's got to be up there.
Yeah,
it's got to be up there.
For sure.
Any canyoneering injuries?
I mean, nothing severe. No. Last year I did something to my shoulder in the middle of a canyon, and this particular one definitely had like a lot of down climbing throughout it. I hadn't been through it in a long time, and I don't really know what I did. I was on a down where what they call stemming, which is where you've kind of got your hands and feet on the wall on each side, and something just kind of gave in my shoulder, and it was extremely painful, and I had to go, finish this thing. And
there's no time out.
Yeah. Stemming. I was like, fuck, man. And I didn't remember how much down climbing there was in this thing. And dude, by the end of it, I was like, I'm so over this shit.
The cool thing about sports is you're taken from the stadium to the hospital, but for canyoneering and that shit, you're just like nowhere. 7 miles.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to make some decisions if someone gets injured, right? Like, can you proceed through? Yeah. Because I think a lot of people are under the impression that like search and rescue just like rolls in there and fucking some guy drops in out of a helicopter, but when you're in like a remote area, especially in a slot canyon, first of all, they've got to, do their own assessment. Like, how safe is it for me to get to that person? Yeah. And then like, they're not going to, put their own lives at risk, just to, like you said, they've got to make sure that they're not going to get hurt trying to get you out of there. Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know. I did water rescue for a little bit in Colorado. I was on the dive rescue team out there. And, you know, when like a vehicle goes in or something like that, like that's the first thing you got to do, you know, is make sure the conditions are safe for you to go down there. I never had to pull anybody out. But it's the same thing. Like when you're going into, you know, extricate a vehicle or something, is it safe for me to even get down there and, you know, access it to hook up this, you know, the tow cables and everything else.
Well, good thing. You did EMS. Too, right?
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Any fun stories?
Oh, dude, fuck. Yeah. So I worked on an ambulance during COVID. I worked for a year on an ambo and on an ambo. Yeah, dude.
You make anything sound cooler when you put bow on the end of it.
Lambo.
Yeah, and I mean, it's kind of the same thing with EMS, right? When you like roll up, like calls don't always kick out, you know, accurately, I guess. So sometimes you'll end up in like a sketchy part of town. Sometimes, like for example, like something could be called in as like a fall, but in reality it was, you know, like a husband beat up his wife. Like I think that happened to some guys there in Arizona, where I think it was up in Payson or something, where they got shot, and the EMT actually like returned fire and fucking shot the dude that shot, which is awesome.
Wait, EMT was carrying?
What? Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I don't think they publicize that too heavily because they don't want people in EMS carrying.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, it was up north, and yeah, the call kicked out. It was like fall injury or something. But, you know, the EMT and paramedic get in there and they're doing their patient assessment. And pretty quickly they realize that this girl got the shit beat out of her by her husband or boyfriend. And the dude got pissed off because he was like, oh, shit, you know, I'm going to go to jail or some shit. Yeah. And he comes back, you know, with a firearm and so he shoots him.
I fucked up. Let's make the situation even worse.
Right. So, yeah, and then one of them, either EMT or the medic, returned fire and shot him. And,
fucking Wild West,
dude. Yeah, it's nuts, man. Like when I first started working in EMS, it was in a pretty rural area, and I was on one of basically 2 ambulances for almost an entire county. So like you get into some pretty remote stuff. You know, a lot of your calls can be a long way away. Yeah, and you don't have a lot of support. So you definitely have to be aware of your surroundings, like what you're getting into. And
and because you always think like, you know, police, everybody hates police, right? But then, you know, firemen, EMS, like those are the ones that are all like, oh,
we love them,
you're our savior, thank you. But you know, there's times where it gets sketchy for them too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
What's Sheriff Joe up to these days?
I don't know, man. I don't really like that guy, to be honest with you.
Awkward.
Being old as fuck.
Sheriff Joe. That was great. Let's drink again.
Yeah.
Let's drink again. Oh man, did you guys see? Apparently, this is happening more and more now, where it's old UFC fighters are getting into boxing matches.
Last night, I think. Vitor?
Yeah, Vitor knocked out Holyfield. What do you think?
No, it wasn't a knockout. It was, first of all, Vitor's 58 years old.
Oh, Belfort's what, 40? 40 something?
But still, I mean, Randy Couture fought until like actively fought in the UFC. He was like 44. It was, I don't know. It was, I saw the highlights or whatever you want to call it. It's kind of cool. I mean, they make a little money. It's kind of, you always say what if. You know, and then we get to see the what if. Too bad it's not their prime. But Vitor called out Jake Paul. Yep. Pretty cool. So
$30 million purse to fight Paul, and winner take all.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they're gonna fight. It's gonna happen. That's a big money grab. I mean,
that'll be a good one.
These guys are gonna make more in retirement than they would in their professional career.
Dude, why do all these dudes want to fight when they're old as fuck?
Dude, that's scary.
I think it's just
money.
The way you're wired, dude.
It's fucking
like the guy, one of the UFC fighters that early on fought Jake Paul, he made more money in that one fight than he ever did in his entire career as a mixed martial artist.
Fuck yeah.
I would get my ass kicked for $30 million for sure.
Oh, dude, I'll
train for a year and fight.
A year? I'll train for a couple months, and I'll go then probably get my shit kicked in, but then I'll walk out of there a millionaire.
we're watching it. We're talking about it. They're doing something right. And we're at first we were laughing at Jake Paul, but now we're like, dude, the dude's fucking smart.
Hey, but we can talk about it. I haven't paid for one of those fucking things.
That's true. Actually, I paid for one.
Oh, Paulie.
Yeah, I paid for one. I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I'm not going to fall for that shit.
Well, this last one was kind of weird because it was all Trump was like, last night Trump was like commentating, and it was just kind of, it was a little gimmicky. It was a little funny, but
it's got to be hard to listen to, man. That dude's voice. Obnoxious.
It's. I mean,
I'm gonna try to do it and like, oh, he's beating him really hard, really, really hard.
Bigly
appreciated.
Yeah.
But before he went to Ground Zero, or so
well, he's doing all the things that Biden should be doing. Unfortunately, but another one was, I didn't know if you saw this one. Silva knocked out Tito Ortiz.
Oh, did he?
Boxing match. Knocked him out.
Cold.
Like fell through the ropes. Cold.
This is so funny. I think
Silva's doing his little like shimmy. Like, dude, it's fucking phenomenal.
These guys still got it. Like you said, they're still wired for it. Like it's fucking in them. Like
they're wired like that. You're like, you say like, I can't believe they're still fighting. Dude, they're born to do that shit. Like it's in their blood. Like they're not going to be a UFC fighter and then go into fucking investment banking. You know what I mean? Like they're like figuring out different ways to fight.
Okay, hang on. Vitor Belfort was scheduled to fight Oscar De La Hoya first, but he got COVID. Like, Oscar, are you serious? Yeah. You do not fight Vitor Belfort.
He was a fucking murderer, dude.
Oh, God. He murdered Tank Abbott.
Yep. Oh, hashtag Tank Abbott. Love that guy. I remember, were you familiar with Tank Abbott at all?
No.
Dude.
Sorry,
He was like... He was in the
bar.
He was the early stages of UFC when like UFC was like only allowed to be in like Nevada, you know, and he had the big old beer belly. He was the trailer park guy and no technique, strong as a fucking ox, and just brawled. He was the bar brawler. And I remember in an interview, they're like, "What are you doing to train?" And he's like, "Drinking less beer." That's what he said.
This guy sounds a lot like me as a runner.
just no strategy in your game plan. Just like, I'm just gonna do it.
Throw haymakers.
Yeah.
Funny story. My middle school math teacher was a bartender at the bar that Tank would freak it, and he'd clean house.
Oh yeah.
So, but it was
so he like big old like the guy with the goatee that like, you know, comes out to here, shaved head, big old beer belly, the shitty like, you know, shoulder tattoo, hair everywhere, and dude would just throw bombs, dude.
I think Vitor was like 21 years old and not
just like in like phenomenal shape. You know, he was like wasn't he from Brazil, right?
He's Brazilian.
Yeah, Brazilian, and he's just like he came out and just like what was his nickname, like the Phenom or some shit at some point. But yeah, he fucked his shit up. But you go back and you look at like old school UFC tape and watch like Tank Abbott fight. Dude was just throwing fucking bricks, dude. That's so much fun to watch. That was when it was like before like weight classes, and it's just like, you want to fight? I want to fight. Let's fucking fight.
They're making a couple G's too.
I'm 60 pounds over your weight class, but whatever. Dude, it was so great. Guys would go in like in gis and shit like that. So good.
See, Joe Rogan got COVID.
Yeah, and then you see CNN put his video up and change the filter on him to make him look sick.
Did they?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't see that one?
I see the filter. I know they were talking.
He looked a little bit more green.
What's that?
That's why he looks a little bit more green.
Yeah. No, you do a side by side of his. So he did like a story.
Yeah.
It's like, hey guys, got COVID, blah blah. It's like, I'm doing all right. Just kind of giving a general update on having COVID, and then CNN posted it. Mm-hmm. And then you do a side-by-side of the videos. CNN literally put a filter on the video to make him look like he was very sickly.
And they called I can't even say his fucking name, ivermectin.
He was into kind of some of those like weird treatments.
He's always been like
that. Don't say weird. Say Western. It was like good. Western. Like it was good.
He did a NAD drip as well.
So yeah, he you know who's what's his name? Ben Greenfield. You guys know that?
Yeah, I love Ben Greenfield. Good
podcast. He if you want to like go down weird rabbit holes of like alternative medicine and stuff, man, that guy does everything. He takes red lights and puts them on his fucking balls and shit.
Wait, what?
Yeah, dude, he does some
shit.
He does some weird shit, but like he documents everything.
He talks about coffee enemas. And
yeah, dude, he does some weird shit. But I appreciate guys like Ben Greenfield who just do weird shit and see what happens. Like he's literally,
right?
he's just like he's literally his own like test dummy. Like it's pretty incredible. But and I think Joe Rogan's had Greenfield. They obviously are friends, but Joe Rogan's kind of cutting the same cloth where it's like he'll try anything, see what happens.
Did he end up getting the vax or no?
No.
Joe, no. And he took ivermectin, right?
Yeah.
And he said in 3 days, as good as new.
One bad day, and then the drip. I think he's really big on the drip, and I've looked into the drip. And then ivermectin.
No. Ivermectin?
Ivermectin.
Right?
I want to buy some. It's, I guess, apparently pretty hard to buy, but it's supposed to be pretty. 2015 and won a Nobel Peace Prize, but it's something we're not talking about.
Well, no, and that's the thing, right? Like, so everyone's saying what it's normally used for. What it's like, I would say it's one of its more common uses is a dewormer for horses,
but also people too.
Correct.
Okay.
But people like to mention the horse part. But again, Nobel Peace Prize. It's often given from doctors to people. Commonly,
I mean, is it something that's commonly administered for like viruses?
Yes,
and stuff like that?
yes. And it's just like the other shit. That remember that Jamaican doctor who came out, the female. She was talking about
Andrew, come on.
What was it? Again, something else, and she's like, "Just take this shit. You'll be fine. Just take this shit."
Oh, hydroxychloroquine.
Thank you, that one. And but it's the same thing. Instead of being like, "Hey, hold up, maybe we should look into this a little bit. See if this is true. Like, let's see if this actually helps." No. People shut it down. All they want you to do is take the fucking vaccine and shut the fuck up. That's all they want.
I guess because if there's a treatment for COVID, they don't get the emergency status on the vaccine.
Correct.
And where's the money? Right?
Yeah, there's no money.
There's no money for them, right? The vaccine is making billions of dollars right now.
Oh, yeah. Terrible.
Billions.
I mean, I have no doubts that the way this was rolled out, there's definitely profit. You know, that's definitely part of the motivation.
You can't. I'm sorry.
It always is with pharma, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, there's all these other treatments, like ivermectin or whatever. Like, people are willing to like experiment with that shit and like, you know, kind of take these unconventional routes. Mm-hmm. But why are they so opposed to like trying the vaccine?
I would say it's the way the vaccine was presented.
Right.
I would say for the most part, it's coming off very scammy, very slimy, very pushy.
Fair enough.
Why are you pushing it so hard on me right now?
I'll be completely honest, I got it.
Good, and that's fine, dude. Like I couldn't give any more, or however you fucking say that. I don't give a fuck if you take the vaccine or not. I really don't. But the fact that, and I think the people like on my side of the table, it's like, I'm not an anti-vaxxer by any means. Like, I had my fucking childhood vaccines, you know, but the way it's coming off,
right?
I'm just like,
and I agree with you, dude. Like, honestly, I think like a good portion of the people who are resistant to getting the vaccine now are resistant to it because people are like, we are going to fucking force you to put this in your body.
Yep.
Right? Like, I got it probably about 3 months after it came out. Mm-hmm. And I mean, like, and I think we should talk about this, right? Because these are the kind of conversations that we should be having, right? I weighed my, I weighed the pros and cons. Yeah. I kind of looked at my situation, and kind of what we know about COVID, what we don't know, what we know about the vaccine, what we don't know, mm-hmm. right? At the time I was working in EMS, I was around it a lot. Mm-hmm. And yeah, the vaccine's new. We definitely don't know a lot about like the long-term side effects of it. But we also don't know a lot about the long-term side effects of COVID. Mm-hmm. And the thing that concerned me about COVID was, you have people losing their taste, their smell. Mm-hmm. You have people that are starting to have like cognitive issues, mm-hmm. right? Like these are all like neurological problems. And when you start fucking with the CNS, that's concerning to me. Yeah. So I wanted to, do as much as I could to protect myself from that. And at the same time, like, sorry, I'm the beer's starting to kick in.
No, you're good. No, and again, I think you're right. Like these are the conversations that we need to start having. And again, don't care, dude. If you feel like getting the vaccine is going to give yourself that extra peace of mind, that safety net, like that's fine, dude. But like for me, it's like I'm a generally healthy guy, so are you. But like for me, I'm like I'm going to bet on my immune system, and honestly, like it's really come down to like how weird it is that like it's coming off where, oh, you won't literally be able to function in society anymore.
Yeah, and that's fucked up. Like
that's super fucked up.
Like I definitely think that getting the vaccine is probably the lesser evil between that and contracting COVID. Or, as far as like potentially like very negative side effects. But I don't support mandates. Yeah. I really don't like mandates at the federal level, and I don't think that, people should, be forced out of a job and stuff like that.
Like I don't think government has any place in telling me how I need to live my fucking life.
But the, this is where I was going with that, right? So we now know essentially that COVID was made in a fucking lab, right? Yes. No thanks to most of the media and fucking Mark Zuckerberg, for censoring people from fucking talking.
Actual legitimate information.
Right. Like, I mean, we fucking blocked social media accounts. They blocked took down posts. Trump,
yeah,
they fucking
Taliban still has accounts.
Yeah. People were fucking people were fucking kicked off social media, fucking
banned, kicked off, suspended.
We wouldn't talk about it in the news because COVID made in a lab, big fucking conspiracy. Well, holy shit. It's almost certain that that's where it came from. Yeah. And, if you read like the DNI report that came out on it, I mean, they're reasonably confident that it was fucking genetically engineered.
Yeah.
So I think that was kind of another part of my decision, right? Is like, you're not dealing with a virus that has like evolved naturally, you're dealing with something that was like modified by people.
Yeah. Which is scary.
Yeah. And so I'm not sitting here saying, everybody, you should go get the vaccine. If you don't do it, you're dumb. But like, it's a consideration, right? That you're not necessarily dealing with something that has like kind of evolved naturally and that we've been exposed to and
fair.
Stuff like that, right?
That's totally fair. I get that.
That's just kind of, and it wasn't like I got the vaccine like, oh, fuck yeah, this is, this is the be all end all of like COVID cures, because, you see some breakthrough cases, although those are, when you look at the numbers, are actually like super rare. But
I would say also like there are, first off, it came out vaccine. This is 100% safe, 100% you're never gonna get COVID. That's not the case anymore. We've seen that, now they've publicly said and known that, hey, the vaccine's not going to, it's not the end all be all. It's supposed to help you with symptoms, supposedly, right? If you do so you can contract COVID again. So again, it's just, for me, when I see something like that, I just my skin starts to crawl, and I'm just like, man, something doesn't feel right. The fact that it's being so pushy, the fact that like, I feel like every week it's coming out now. Where
the fact that they can incentivize a medical procedure still too, that's illegal to incentivize, to give away free tickets, free money, to have any
all these incentives.
You're not legally allowed to give incentives. If that's the case, they'd be giving you money back to get a fucking boob job or to refer a friend. Watch that microphone.
Bubba's cruising.
Yeah, and then how are we at a 300% increase of COVID if 50% of the population's been vaccinated?
Yeah.
When a year ago there was zero vaccination. It's question to ask. I mean,
I know the media really shot themselves in the foot with this shit, but with like the reporting on the breakthrough cases, right? Like, and I haven't checked up on this recently, but a while back I saw a headline. It's like, 125,000 vaccinated people, test positive for COVID. and that sounds like a lot, right? 125,000, that's a fuck ton of people, right?
Yeah.
But when you look at like how many people have been vaccinated, that's like 125,000 out of 165 million.
Yeah.
So when you do the math, that's like a fraction of a percent.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, I think that like, and from what the doctors are saying, the ICUs, it's generally tends to be unvaccinated people that they're seeing the most severe cases in. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not an epidemiologist. I don't have like a solid answer. I just kind of take the info as it comes and try and make the best decision for myself.
And that's the hard part too. It's like, get this information. Yeah. You're like,
I protect myself the best I can.
We just never know information these days because it's all the censorship that's happening.
Right.
And anything that I hear now, I'm like, I always take a step back and be like, okay, who's telling me this? Why are they telling me?
Who's funding you?
Who's who's behind? Who's doing this? Who's got their hand up your ass? Making your mouth move. So.
And back when I got the vax, like they weren't so fucking authoritarian about it either.
Yeah.
Right. Like I was like presented with the choice.
Yeah.
Now
there's no choice.
It was like we recommend this because A, B, and C.
Would you still get it now?
What's that?
Would you still get it now?
I'm not working in EMS anymore. So I would say I would probably be less likely just because my exposure isn't nearly as high, but I would definitely still consider it, to be honest, just because of like the things I said before, right? Like now we are
neurological system
fairly certain it was made in a lab.
Yeah.
This isn't something that like developed fucking naturally. The neurological side effects, I would say that I would still strongly consider it, but like I really don't like the way they're trying to fucking push this on people because that is definitely something that would make me resistant to it, right? Where people are like, we're going to force you to fucking get this.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit. You recommend that I do something.
Yeah.
I'm way more likely to comply than if you
Totally.
say you're going to fucking do this or you're not going to be able to go to fucking work.
You're like, fucking watch me.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally get what you're saying. And it's so sad to see people who have been in careers,
right,
15, 20, 30 years, that have taken a stance where they're like, I don't want to take this experimental drug. Like it may be fine, may not, we don't know, whatever, but I just don't feel comfortable. But you're putting your will on me where you're saying that it's this way or you're fucking gone.
Yeah.
That is really hard to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
Medical military professionals losing pensions, 30 years in service in industry, and that's all being wiped out because of a mandate. And like I said, I'm not, and as you can see, anti-vax. I've had my share of vaccinations. I've not received the vaccine.
And you guys are in military, dude. You got fucking poked and prodded.
Oh, I guarantee you. I
think that's probably part of it too, right?
Yeah.
I fucking got the anthrax.
Yeah, we got the anthrax.
A series of 6 shots, anthrax, smallpox.
Yeah.
And I think like maybe I'm a little bit like desensitized to that shit.
For
but
sure.
I'm like, my body's already been a fucking.
And honestly, a
experiment.
lot of my friends, and I know a bunch of people in military, or they were they're veterans or whatever, and kind of almost the same stance as well. It's like a lot of them don't agree with what's going, kind of your stance. It's like, the way they're going about this is all fucking wrong. But, dude, like I've had probably way worse fucking thrown in me already, So it's just a fucking wild time.
But Newsweek reported, Andrew, I know you're going to shake your head here, that the judicial system, legislative system, the Congress are not mandated still to take the vaccine.
Oh yeah, that's another thing, right?
Like what the fuck?
Like why the fuck aren't they making like White House staff and everything?
Yeah, and they get asked. Paskey gets Jen Psaki.
I fucking hate
She gets
her.
asked it, and she just blows over. It's like, wait, no, answer the
bitch.
Answer the question.
Yeah.
USPS also doesn't have to get vaccinated, and they're the ones who are delivering everything to everybody who stays home. So that makes sense. But
Yeah.
0 sense.
Fucking crazy. And she remember how Paskey fucking she sidestepped the guy's question where she's like, so all these illegals that are coming over, none of them are being documented. None of them are being forced to get all these kind of mandates or anything. And she goes, that's correct.
Next
and
question.
just moves over.
That's correct.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, it's so bad, dude.
Cringe.
Yeah, so cringe. Can we crack another beer?
Dude, fuck yeah.
we are over the 2-hour mark.
We're over 2 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We're cruising. We're doing good.
All right.
So got more beer.
Well, I only have 2 more notes that I wanted to hit. I stumbled upon this guy, Mexican rapper. His name's Dan Sir. I'm probably totally butchering that.
Dancer?
Dan, and then Sir, like Big Sir. 100% Mexican, doesn't speak any English. But what he did, he went under and got a medical procedure done where he got dozens of gold chains surgically implanted into his scalp.
That's fucking weird.
Dude, so it looks like he has dreadlocks, but it's fucking gold chains.
A, he's got money. B, he's got no fucks given.
How amazing. How amazing is that?
You should do that with your beard.
I
dude.
should. Just get dangles coming out like
Some
that.
braids.
I'd like that. But dude, he got fucking.
Did you listen to
so he literally got like hooks implant. You know how you see like people would get like the little implant jewelry where it's like a beauty mark, but it's like a diamond or something like that.
Yeah.
He did that with hooks, and then he just hooks fucking gold chains to him.
That's fucking weird.
How do you spell his name?
Dan, and then his last name is S-U-R. I wanted to play one of his songs, but I think we can't do that on podcast. I think we can
go like 10 seconds.
Okay, do a 10-second guy. Did you find something? I listened to one of his songs. It's pretty trash.
What?
You vibing with this? You vibing?
Bro, come on. That's pretty good. I'm digging it.
That's a very unique hairstyle.
Dude, yeah, you see it? That's some good jams.
You looked it up? It's fucking crazy,
that's
dude.
Gnarly.
Fucking crazy.
That's gnarly. That must feel weird to sleep with.
Well, I'm sure. There's no way you sleep with that. Right? You got to take them off.
Note to self, Marshmallow, Daft Punk, they're all smart.
Yeah.
Masks, Marshmallow's got the big old fucking marshmallow head. Like, you can go out and have a normal life, but still be a fucking badass.
Yeah.
Only a handful of people can know your fucking
It's
face.
very true. Imagine that, like you're married to Marshmallow and you didn't even know.
Yeah. What do? I'm an entertainer.
Yeah, I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a DJ. I do small clubs.
I'm a resident at fucking the Villaggio.
So I'm gonna close this out, and I know a lot of people are gonna be bummed out of this. I did not do our Would You Rather.
Lame.
I know, cancel me, but I did do something. I found a challenge that's going along right now on TikTok, which I feel is very in line with Potty Mouth. It's the Urban Dictionary Challenge.
What? Oh, I thought you were going to say some milk crate bullshit.
Oh,
God. Fuck that thing. I forgot about the thing.
I'm so glad that died. I was so over watching people literally almost kill themselves.
Dude, for real.
Dude, like where they like free fall for like, it looks like 5 seconds.
Actually, some lady did die doing that.
No.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Fucking.
I mean, I saw some gnarly fucking crashes, but I didn't know somebody died.
Oh, we saw people die from the ice bucket challenge too.
No.
The firefighters went into the high voltage or the. Yeah.
I didn't hear about
Shit's
that.
real, son.
Just imagine, and I know we're talking about death. Try not to be super insensitive here, but just imagine that's the way you go out. Just imagine
milk crate.
A milk crate challenge,
dude. That's
Darwin,
right?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of a salty fuck, so like,
no, I dig it.
Sensitive.
I'm right there with you, dude. Darwin as fuck. Our boys over at Fieldcraft Survival posted a video of was talking about like being aware of your surroundings. You see this video? It's a girl walking across the street, staring at her phone, walks straight into a like a bobcat bulldozer kind of a deal, gets conked, and then run over by what would you call it? Like
bobcats,
like
heavy equipment.
Heavy equipment bobcat kind of thing. Guy was just backing up, didn't see her. She didn't see it. She was literally just walked across the street, staring at her phone, just boom, gets hit in the head with the bucket, and then gets run over.
Done.
And that's the way you went out. Probably looking at Instagram.
Jesus
looking at Spencer Curves.
Hey, I mean, if you're gonna go out, there's worse ways. Staring at my beautiful face, right, Paul?
Yeah. Or your flip off. I think your last post was the flip off. That's a good.
That was a good one, right, dude? I got a lot of engagement because people were like, "Yeah, me too."
Yeah. Whoa, you can't say that.
Hashtag
you
me
can't
too.
use that.
All right, so this Urban Dictionary Challenge. It's pretty entertaining.
You're doing pretty good on TikTok, aren't you?
Oh, dude, we hit.
Who's we? You got Minion running?
No, okay, so I'm a team guy. I do have a business partner.
I got a business.
We did do a video, and I got 1.4 million views.
Holy shit!
On a video.
Wow.
I can say I'm in that
bracket.
The bracket.
That's why I got the gold watch.
You know, that's what you get. That's what you get when you get that 1.4. No, Paul, thanks, sweetie. Appreciate that anniversary gift.
Yeah.
But I got 1.4 million views on an original.
So you're at
video.
Send Butter at TikTok?
Send Butter on TikTok. We got that shit blew us up. We had 2 videos that one was 1.4, and then the other one is like almost at 500,000. It's like 400 or 500,000 views, and they were happening simultaneously. So our following, we had like 700 followers.
He's fucking glowing.
And then now we're at like almost 4,000. So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
As he shakes his watch.
Yeah. Again. But anyway, so Urban Dictionary challenge. Okay. You type in the word dirty, and then after that you type in your name or like your nickname or whatever, and then you just see what comes up. You guys ready?
I'm so confused, but go ahead.
So we're gonna do this. We're gonna go through and type in our names.
This is on TikTok?
No, this is on Urban Dictionary.
But you record.
This is a trend happening on TikTok.
So you record.
Record
yourself.
Yeah, you would just do like a green screen, and you would show what your name would be. So we're gonna do dirty. Paul, do you want to go with a nickname, or do you just want to go Paul?
I don't have a nickname, so yeah, Paul.
Okay.
I mean, dirty asshole. Dirty ass.
All right, Dirty Paul. See, there's already a thing that's called Dirty Paul in the Urban Dictionary. A sexual technique. Insert middle finger in anus with palms facing towards you. Quickly turn your hand so that the back of your hand is now facing you while twisting. Cram your finger as hard as you can and yell, "Yeah, it's the Dirty Paul, bitch."
All right, Andrew, I'm a visual learner. Please demonstrate with Spencer.
So that's the Dirty Paul. That's a lot going on there.
Hang on.
So you insert your middle finger in your anus.
Wait, this is you yourself or someone's doing this?
It just says it's a sexual technique. Insert your middle finger into the anus, palm facing you.
It's going to face you regardless.
Oh, I mean, you could do that.
Dude, that's...
So, yeah, I guess you're going that guy. All right, so then, okay, facing you. Ryan's like, I need to leave right now. Quickly turn your hand so the back of your hand
I like how
is now
Spencer's
facing
like getting
you.
into it, you know?
While twisting, cram your finger as hard as you can and scream, "Yeah, it's the Dirty Paul."
I think it's still a reach around, not a under.
It could be, I guess. I don't know, man.
Fuck, man.
It's a lot going on there.
You got to try that in the shower.
You got to have a black belt in pornography or something like that to pull that guy off.
Dirty Ryan or
Dirty
Jedi?
Ryan or what?
Choss.
Yeah, go.
Oh,
whatever you want, dude.
Let's see. Dirty Chaw?
Dude, let's try that. Let's try Choss.
Nothing's going to come up with Dirty Choss.
Dude, try it.
All right.
He's like...
Nothing.
I'll try Dirty Ryan then.
All right, Dirty Ryan. Let's see what we got here. Dirty.
Oh, weird. A Spencer of Ryan. I mean, a picture of Spencer.
Uh-oh.
Have your guy sitting next to you right.
Okay, Dirty. Uh-oh. Computer's freaking out on me a little bit. Dirty Ryan. Here we go. Let's see what we got. All right. A Dirty Ryan is when you get
oh, shit.
Is when you get any vegetable, and in parentheses it says, as long as you've grown it yourself.
Wait, this is Webster's Dictionary?
This is Urban Dictionary.
Oh, Urban Dictionary.
Webster's Dictionary.
It's like, what the fuck?
Okay. A Dirty Ryan is when you get any vegetable, as long as you've grown it yourself, and insert it violently into your girlfriend's ass while simultaneously eating cake from your snacks cupboard. Anything?
Dude, I
you got some homework to do.
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
What vegetable would you go with?
Yeah, what's your... I mean,
you go to
cucumber, zucchini, squash,
broccoli,
watermelon.
Broccoli would be fun.
Broccoli.
Carrot.
I'm
going broccoli?
No, I feel like that's going to I don't know. I'm going with none of the above on this one.
Hypothetically, if you had to.
Hypothetically?
Yeah.
Oh, he's cringy.
Dude,
he's trying to get out of this.
Like,
fucking weird. Yeah, I'm trying to get out of this. This is weird.
He's just gonna stare at me until I move on.
That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, fine, whatever.
Pleading the fifth. All right, Spencer.
All right, I'm up. Okay, dirty Spencer.
We gotta get Andrew here too.
Okay. All right, this is a short one here. When a guy with 6 inches or above cock gives you the best sex of your life, let's go! Let's go! You heard it here first, folks.
Check that screen.
Dude,
I feel like
look at that. Am I lying? And no, I did not input this myself.
That is lame. All right, dirty Andrew.
He's only lying about the 6 inches or above.
I said below.
What do we got? Dirty Andrew.
This will be good.
Or dirty vibes.
dirty vibes.
Dirty. I actually want to do dirty vibes. See what happens.
Do that one first.
Nothing.
Nah.
I got your vibes.
Dirty. I got your vibes. Dirty. Do we want to do Andy or Andrew?
You could do Andrew or Meerkat even. Meerkat might bring something up.
Oh God, no.
Do Andrew. Anything with cat in it. I don't want to. I don't want to know.
That's my only
All
other.
right, dirty Andrew. Okay. Well, there's definitely something.
Generating. Loading 2 pages.
Oh, man. You're not going to like this.
Did a video?
When a man when a man fucks his girlfriend in the ass, then mouth without cleaning it. So basically, you go ass to mouth.
ATM, son.
Yeah. Dude, is his new nickname ATM? Oh. And a star was born. Oh, I love it. That's all I got. That's our show, kids.
Was terrible.
That's a great way to end that.
Good call. That's a fucking trend.
That's a trend.
Oh, TikTok is.
I saw it literally yesterday. I'm like, we're doing it.
There's no hope for the human race.
Oh, we're fucked. We're so
totally
fucked.
Yeah.
But hey, at least we'll die laughing. Man. Paul, you want to take us home?
You guys, thanks for bearing with us. That was awesome. It's hot in here. There's a lot of shit going on. Please stay sane. Call a friend. Do whatever you got to do to help just get yourself through this challenging time. If you learn anything, just like Spencer said, inform yourself, make a wise decision, whatever that is. You know, we're a free country. Please do as you please. But just make sure it's informed. We'll go from there. Follow the main man, Mr. Make America Violent Again. Is that available on?
It's not. I did not release this.
Cool. Owner's privilege. Legend T is available.
Yep. We just dropped a new Legend T or Alan Jackson or Chattahoochee.
Cool. All right.
Go get her.
Is there a promo code Potty Mouth? Still works?
Maybe.
Follow the main man at Spencer Creeks Official. Check him out at Send Butter. Follow the cameraman, the wizard, the tank top tyrant, the ATM master at Got Your Vibes. Follow myself for some cool food pics.
You like looking at food? Follow me.
At the Alpha Instinct.
And great vlogging, by the way. Now.
Well, I keep that minimal.
Yeah.
To a minimal crowd.
People need to see more of you vlogging.
Why do you hate my vlogging?
No, I just love it because I know it's so uncomfortable for you.
It's great. It's cool. I actually had a hard time. Some of the challenges with Carry the Weight and the Gorilla Group Power Hour was to write down like a journal.
Journaling's tough, man.
It's hard for me.
I failed like day 2.
It's hard for me, and that's something I wanted to do. And then I tried to reach to vlogging, and it was a little easier. But anyways, Ryan, thanks for coming on. Your champ, your sport.
We all are gonna remember this.
Yeah.
This is a step in the right direction.
Yeah. We'll actually remember this episode. So.
The audio's good. Close us out, man. Say something nice. And
where can people find you?
Where can people find you?
My Instagram's Choss Jedi, ChossJedi. Makes me sound like I'm a far better climber than I actually am. It's kind of a joke. Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it, guys. Good. Good discussions. Maybe not quite as light as the last time, but definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah, these are discussions that need to like you said, these are conversations that need to be had.
Yeah, dude. I think it was good.
Yep. And Potty Mouth is a place to have them.
That's right.
All right. Paul? Big husses.